I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, boom, what the dogs can't have. All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, what the dogs can't have. Oh, meow, but a Kit Kat snack with a mouth. Swish, twist it out. I'm a bad bitch, don't do doubts. Won't chase you, no patience. Oh Jesus, up in Matrix, in the spaceship, do no basics. I ain't no cute kitty with a facelift. All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, what the dogs can't have. All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, what the dogs can't have. 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 Everything I say, you should print it on a t-shirt. Everything I do, you can read it on Twitter. Huh. What's a girl gotta do, huh? What's a girl gotta do? I'm dripping in
Bear with, just trying to make sure my Ember's working, you know. Life of a CEO. One sec.
like it, pick it smooth. You like me, pick it. All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, what the dogs can't have. All of my friends, they were needy as hell. Run it, let's start things with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, what the dogs can't have.
Hello, I'm a bit low down. Hello, everyone. Good morning. All of my... This song's a bit of a beat, isn't it? Feisty. How are we doing, gang? Keen, first world problems indeed. Morning, Leonie. Ryan's in, Ollie's in, FM Player. Gambling, how you doing, my friend? The Ember is out in force. I've had a sip, look. First sip of coffee today, everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Watching VODs without being able to comment at the time is so weird. I can imagine. For like, if you're like a regular... my light's not on. That's why it's a bit dark here. Yeah. Do you know what? I like it. It's vibey. We're going to leave it off. Yeah, if you're used to like messaging and commenting along with the stream, then watching it not being able to is really tough. Like, I watch like DayZ VODs quite often. And I always go and I find myself going to like write something. And then I'm like, oh yeah, they're not going to see that. Because you actually can still do it, can't you? But no one can see it. Yeah. So I can imagine. Love the fact that you're watching the VODs though, Ollie. And catching up. I hope you are, my friends. You're going to put me on the bench, sent everyone to Worms and forgot to put me on the bench. Yeah, I was actually thinking that when I saw you resub. By the way, thank you very much for the 20. What a guy. I appreciate you. When I saw you resub there, I was like, I hope Ollie hasn't seen what we did there because I remember that I forgot. I did just forget, didn't I? I couldn't watch a VOD. Love the live interaction. I think that's probably fair for a lot of people. I think a lot of people that the idea of Twitch is because of the live interaction part. I think for other people though, it's kind of what Twitch is for your needs, isn't it? I think a lot of people, it's like background noise, putting it on, watching along whilst you're doing other things. You might be playing FM yourself, etc. if you're watching an FM stream. Some people, it is just that live interaction. It's having that chat with a person, which is why there's so many facets to it, isn't there? Which is why it works, which is why it's a popular platform. So yeah, I get that completely for sure. Yeah, the coffee is ready this morning. I am ready. Tom, welcome in as well. Good morning. I say I'm ready. As ready as we can be, can't we? With these things. But yes, we're live and kicking. Do you remember that show? Are we too young as an audience for that show? Some of you do. Keeney remembers that show, Live and Kicking. Was it called that? Sure it was. Something like that. Watch Facebook videos and VOD. Perfect cure after a day of drinking. Lovely stuff. Did Fald win yesterday? I remember. Pav remembers. There we go. Shall we discuss the Sanchez non-red card? Yeah, shall we actually today? Should we talk about that? It's been a while. There's a little bit of breathing time in it. If you think that is not a red card, out yourself now because I want to beef you. You did win 1-0. Good stuff. So the drinking and the hangover was worth it. Good stuff. Yeah, was Zoe Ball was on it. Was Anton Deck around that at some point or was that something different? But yeah. Diaz is top player. Oh, Diaz at Liverpool. Diaz, he is. He's a great player. He has got like all of the markings. He's like raw talent at the moment. He is SMTV. That was it with Cat Dealey, wasn't it? That was separate. You're right. The reddest red card that ever should have been, but wasn't. Right? If the ball doesn't go in, it's a red. Like I just think it's like it's not even a red that we're talking about, are we? We're talking about a yellow. I think that's a yellow all day, every day. I just don't. I don't know. I see these like anti-Liverpool thing, and it's also for every other club as well. It would have been exactly the same if a United player had done it, etc., etc. Or against United, they would have said it wasn't. If it's a yellow, does it become a pet? Are we talking? What are we talking about? That the Diaz one or the Oh right, hang on a minute. Sorry. Yeah, okay. It's the reddest red ever. I was actually thinking the Alexis Sanchez one for some reason for a while there, and I knew that you were talking about the other one at the start. But yeah, no, it's got to be a red, right? Anyway, I think yeah. But then I think, do you know what happened? I think the referee has seen, oh, it's been a goal anyway, which I hate. Like referee for what you've seen. Anyway, the new sub badges look sick. Yeah, I need to work on a couple of them, but yeah, they're I like them. I think they're a little bit more in line with what we've got going on, and I can do more of them because I made them, whereas I got somebody else to make the other one. So to add any more was difficult. So yeah, Mike Dean in it. Anyway, absolutely disgusting that he was never shown a card. Any outfielder does it to any mid. Yeah, right. And then it brings about this whole like whataboutery thing. Well, obviously it's different. Like this one, he just clattered him deliberately because he knew that he was like, oh, I've been caught out here. I need to, like, that's what happened, right? Anyway, we're up to date as well for us long-termers. Exactly. And Ollie, now with 20 months, you're 4 months away and you get a Clates OG badge, which only a few people have. Look at Leonie's one, look. Only a few people have that because that's 2 years and over, so you're almost there. Edison Mane. Well, Mane, exactly. Just the other way around. Just the other way around. Exactly. Anyway, It's refereeing, right? We can argue about it. It was also, though, as a fan, I was like, less angry about it not being a red. Do you know what I mean? Because it literally ended up in a goal, I was like, And then I was finding myself saying, why am I not so angry? Because emotion is part of this, isn't it? And then I was angry at myself for not being as angry about it. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll soon come around. With the 2 years, definitely will, yeah. And so it definitely will. I hate refs. Chesterfield giving a pen for a handball very clearly out the box. Really? Bloody hell. See, I haven't seen those types of decisions, but it just happens, doesn't it? I think VAR has muddied it slightly as well, in that now we expect perfection, whereas before you could kind of like, refs would make mistakes, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll get into that a little bit later as well, because today, right now, it's a brand new stream. We don't need to get ourselves down about refs. We're chilling. We're gonna have a nice stream today. We're gonna play hopefully a few matches today to get through this season a little bit. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. We won our first game just about. David, welcome in, by the way, says, when do you think you will release the new tactic video? When I've recorded it and it's been edited and I've made a thumbnail, when it's ready, is what I will say. The video's there. If you want to go and copy things across, you can basically get most of the tactic just from copying stuff from the video if you wanted to do that. But live things, it'll be out. It's just, these things take a little bit of time, so just patience. And you may well be very patient. It's just I've had a lot of messages asking the same thing, which is great that people want to see it, but it's always like, give me a chance. Like yesterday I was out, so I couldn't actually go and record things. Went for a house viewing and then saw friends and things, so it's just, you know, life in the way a little bit of that type of thing. Blurry but out the box. Let's have a look. I'll check it. Well, yeah, it's definitely outside the box. It is blurry. He's well outside the box as well. Well outside the box. That's linesman side. Yeah. VAR has created a load of problems. These tighter sides are now being given offside when there is the smallest margin. At least beforehand, this is very Yadar, isn't it? But at least beforehand, you could kind of go, well, it was really close. 50-50 whether they could spot that sort of thing. Do you know? And like, you just move on and you're like, oh, well, we'll move on. Now you're like, yeah, but they've literally got cameras on these things and they're like, do you know what I'm saying? And it's changed the way they're playing. Liverpool deliberately play with that high line and deliberately play with that, like the way they play, because VAR is a thing and exists. Like, it's a trap and they know they can rely on the right decision. So it's changing football massively. Dylan, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. David says, I'll wait. Thank you, buddy. From the video, your set pieces must be decent. They are. Yeah, that's why Varane scored so many. There is a set pieces video that is out on the channel already, David, if you want to check it out. They are not too dissimilar from that. If you use those ones that are in the video, and there is a download to those as well, you'll have success for sure. Just mean Challenger will just get another promotion now. King, says Ollie. Still think the VAR offside system is flawed. In what sense do you think it's flawed, James? I'm not a fan, but I'd like to hear people's points of view on that type of thing. Watch time. I don't think we've got one of those as a thing for a watch time, Dylan. I think we've got... I don't know what we've got. Left-footed set plays OP, 100%. That's why left backs are so good. Like, left footers apparently... Get them on set plays and they make a massive difference. Whether it's out swinging or in swinging. I don't know why. That's why if we go to the game today, Alex Telles has got a 8.04 average rating from his first 5 games. Just because he got 3 assists in 1 game. It's mental. Not 100% accurate with the lines. If brought in, it needs to be 100%. What's the point? Yeah. There probably is a little bit of a percentage. And I think that when one goes against me, I'm like, how... Like, it's where the freeze frame is and all those things. Like, where do they stop it? When's the ball actually been played? Etc, etc. It can make all of these minute details make a big difference, don't they? The United video is brilliant. Some cracking transfers in and out. Thank you, Keeney. I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. Someone in the comments was like, these are terrible transfers. And then we scored 164 goals or something. And one of the signings scored 46 in a season. So I don't think they were that bad. Mickey C is left-footed. Think you might have a point. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I think it might be part of it. It's probably like a video that needs testing. They need higher FPS cameras. I agree. For VAR, I agree. Like the Lukaku in the final was so tight. It was done in 30 seconds. And also... But also on that, like... If you're going to show the lines and do these things, they need to be able to show fans that. Like, the only image that fans were shown was one from a mental angle that you could not decipher whether he was on or off. Obviously, they must have the technology. Like, we haven't got the, like, people are idiots, right? And depth perception or these things just don't exist in people's knowledge. So when you look at some of these, it's so easy to be triggered by it. And I've definitely been there myself, where you look at one where it's like slanted angle. You're like, he's got to be on. And then you're like, he's probably not. But like, do you know what I'm saying? That you can easily, and that's what causes these debates, and that's what causes this hatred around the system. Whereas actually, if it showed you and it's like straight in, you're like, oh, actually, no, to be fair, he is. Do James Ward-Prowse corners for a season, one as left-footed, one as right-footed? That could actually work. Are left-footers more OP than right-footers? That could be fun. Bought a new camera yesterday. One had a max ISO of 3200. New one has a max ISO of 25,600. Yeah. And I bet you've seen the difference. I want to get a new camera. My camera's all right. It's pretty good, but I do want to get a new one just because I'm obsessed with these things. After watching a bit of a recent NFL season, I think refs should be mic'd up. I agree that refs... It's going to take a lot of cultural change, and the problem is around the rest of football, not necessarily the referees. But let's have some explanation for decisions. Let's humanize referees a bit more, because... Mate, yeah, I think it probably needs to be there. Must be possible to have 1,000 cameras in a line on a gantry so you get it in line. It probably is. Just like little ones. Like probably. Dark says, I hope you know Forest are going to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. Well, we will see, won't we? We will see, Dark. Cameras used for VAR still at run at 2440 at FPS, so the player and the ball trail is massive. It is, and you can see it, and it's like, this is when the ball's been played, and you're like, well, is it? Though, is it? FM Mythbusters is a series you could work on here. I have had that thought before, Ollie, and I really like it as an idea. It's just how like practical some of those videos are, and how like with Mythbusters, the whole premise of it is that you actually have to be able to bust that myth, and if you can't quite quantify it and get to it, it's really difficult to make sure that you 100% get to the point without there being any like, yeah, but what ifs at the end of it. You're going, got your ticket, lovely stuff. Scientifically prove it, exactly. But we do have within our ranks Mr. Data Analyst himself, Tobes Laroni, don't we? So if we're ever going to get the data to work out to prove anything, Tobes can do it. I fully believe. Who had higher jump? Who jumped higher? 6'5" with 5 jump. Actually, James Luke did a video like that, and it turned out that jumping reach encompasses height as well. So it doesn't really matter. Because also on that doesn't really prove anything either, because things like strength and agility and determination to some extent, like maybe not determination, but some bravery is one of them that make a big difference. So it's like you can never prove it, because those things might have more or less impact on those situations in game. So there you go. That's part of it. There's no VAR for Liverpool. Don't need VAR. That's another stupid one of these things that's like the Liverpool thing. Oh, they get so lucky. They literally should have had a red card for Brighton yesterday that didn't. And like, so it's so annoying that it's this like discourse that develops because people are angry about football and don't like other football teams. Not that you are, Dark. I'm not saying that, but like people like becomes a fact. We talked about it. That first season, it was Liverpool. It wasn't, James. It wasn't. Like, actually go and watch it. And I know this because as a Liverpool fan, I was absolutely triggered and upset with VAR decisions so often. Think of the Mane one in the Merseyside derby. There's so many occasions, but you don't think about those things as a fan of another club. You just see those ones, don't you? And the ones that go against Liverpool, or it doesn't suit the agenda, exactly. The ones that go against that agenda, you literally don't, you forget about straight away. And you think, yeah, good decision. I know that because I'm a football fan and I have the exact same feelings. And unless you can like step back from that and actually acknowledge it, you're like, oh yeah, no, to be fair. Mane was second season, but you're right. Yeah, no, you can't just say first season it was. It's not true. I'm talking about because you're a Prem team and all Prem teams. I mean, there might be a bit of that in there. Also, again, that's an agenda. I don't think it's true, but like, it's an agenda. Like, go and show me the scientific facts behind it, and then you can say. But I also like maybe that's more of a case, and like I said, whenever I do these things on stream like this, chat, I'm not beefing that particular one person because I'm well aware that it's more of a It's like the wider feeling and the wider opinion, isn't it? And I am exactly the same, that I get drawn into these things as much as anybody else does. For example, the agenda and the feeling right now that Harry Maguire is absolutely terrible. I think we'd all agree that Harry Maguire is absolutely terrible. He's probably not that terrible, is he? Like, but that's like the discourse at the moment. That's the agenda now. And now, of course, we'll see absolutely everything that Harry Maguire does terribly, like scoring own goals and being terrible. But also, he's probably done loads of good things that if you put together a highlights package to make Harry Maguire look like as good as Van Dijk, I bet there'll be people who would eventually jump on that and be like, yeah, but Van Dijk's just do you know what I'm saying? Like, you could easily turn opinions and the discourse. Not as bad as Michael Keane. I mean, that's difficult. Did you talk about the Tevez Cantona chip? It's a beaut, wasn't it? An absolute beaut. That's a thing that is an interesting one. To Wolves fans, Ruben Neves is an absolute god and probably one of the top 10 best players in the world. Am I wrong? To everybody else, it's like, oh, it's Ruben Neves. It's literally opinions, isn't it? He's out of form, needs a few weeks out. He probably does. He needs dropping. He's no Joel Matip player of the month. Yeah, Joel Matip is a god. Also, does anyone... probably not, because you probably don't watch as many. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Ruben Neves. If as anyone... You probably haven't if you didn't watch as many Liverpool games as I do, obviously. But, like, every time Joel Matip goes up for a header, the commentator is always saying, but yet to score this season. I'm like, I have seen with my eyes Joel Matip score a goal this year. And on 2 different occasions, I've listened to the commentator. I think it was the same guy. I'm trying to think of who it was. It'll be probably Fletch, I think, maybe, that said it, because it was BT saying yet to score this season. I'm like, is this like one of those like Mandela effect things? It's Fletch, isn't it? He scored versus Leeds. Exactly. He scored a lovely little goal, the little 1-2. It was. It literally isn't true. Atwell and Dean need dropped from the next round of games after failing to red card Sanchez. Probably. Like, maybe there needs to be more accountability for referees. If they get a bad decision, maybe there is, like... I know they do this, like, you score them and everything, but maybe there needs to be... Make that more public, and then that can give accountability, etc. I don't know. From one of those weird lanky runs he does. He did a couple of those yesterday, didn't he? Just like Jed Spence, an absolute baller to me, but to you probably don't know who he is. I know who... Exactly. But yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Anyway, chat, we've rambled. I love our rambles, by the way. The pundit bit on Trent basically in number 10 position. Yeah. Trent is a joke, though. Is an absolute joke. BT is just awful at punditry. That is hilarious right there. Talking about, like, opinions. Pav's just gone, the pundit bit on BT about Trent being number 10 is great. As James says, BT is just awful at punditry. Opinions. And remember that, I think. When you talk about football, when you're discussing it with people and getting angry and then turning personal and like being abusive on social media, remember it's all opinions. Remember it. Isaiah Jones better than Jed Spence, and Lewis is like, I love you. Trent could over time become a centre mid. If he was playing for another club, yeah. If it wasn't in a Klopp system that was built around him playing as a right back but as a centre mid, then yeah. Right now, there's absolutely no point. Although, maybe there is eventually. I think I'm going with like the Klopp line on this, but maybe there is over time a thought to bring Trent into midfield. The right centre back plays right back. Like Henderson plays as a right back most of that time. But like maybe there is, because there's so many right backs out there. How many top quality centre mids are there? And if Trent becomes top quality at centre mid, I reckon you can replace a right back a lot easier. And then if the system changes, like, I don't know, maybe there is an argument for that. England women did that with Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze is good, isn't she? Or she was. Irate. Where was the ex-Brighton player before the game yesterday? I don't think that's a rule that needs to be a thing, James. There are a lot less top quality ex-Brighton players that could be pundits than there are Liverpool. That is just a fact on history. Like, I don't think... as soon as you start doing... That's a dangerous way to start going. Like, I agree that there's probably too many Liverpool pundits. But, like, as soon as you start going, there needs to be an X one of this and an X one of this, I think you just start dropping quality. Like, you don't need to bring in, like... just Glenn Murray. Because you're like, well, we need a bit... like, and then Glenn... And then you'll be like, they are terrible. Because you've brought in somebody who had to be ex-Brighton. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a... It's Glenn Murray or nobody who's actually... And that is nothing. That is not a slight on Glenn Murray. But do you know what that's more of a wider point. Right back's an easy position to replace in such a gifted centre mid in passing. Yeah, you may be right. You may be right. Anyway, chat, I think we should continue these conversations today. They're good. I love talking about football with you guys. But let's also move into the game a little bit. Glenn Murray's actually a really good pundit on Match of the Day. Yeah, it wasn't a slight on him. I was actually trying to think of someone more random, and I just couldn't off the top of my head. Have you watched any Forest in the FA Cup? Yeah, Dark, I watched the Arsenal game, and they were good. I think it was. But other than that, not too much, no. Turns out Glenn is a Liverpool fan too. Is he actually, Carlson? Bloody hell. You'd have... Yeah, James would be there moaning, go, but he's a Liverpool fan. You know, you can't please people. Anyway, we're playing Hertha today. We are going to play Wolfsburg in our next game. We won our first game of the season. We tacticked this one at the end of last stream. Do you remember? I don't know. It would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny. I think your next video should be a career vid as Trent as a centre mid or a 10. That could work as well. What if Trent was... Is it a bit niche, though? Like, how many people would actually want to watch it? So you didn't see us batter Leicester 4-1. I actually did watch quite a bit of that game, to be fair, Dark. It's one of those that had it on. I wouldn't say I watched the Arsenal one. I had that one on. You know. I don't know. It would be funny. It would be, yeah. Only retired ex-Brighton player I can think of. Same. And that's actually a really good point and part of the problem for this. If you had to get a BT pundit in that was ex-Brighton and we can't think of any, that's probably an issue. I don't know. There's only 3 Premier League games on yesterday, so there's a whole ton of games on today, everyone. So yeah, after the stream, go and enjoy yourself. And also, Dylan, thank you very much for the brand new Prime. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for that. Let me do some emotes as well, as some people are doing in the chat. Get your subs up. Get your crabs in. You might even put some Lennies in too. There you go. Liverpool don't have any cover at right back for Trent to play centre mid. Possibly true. Nico Williams is smashing it at Fulham, by the way. Smashing it. Hello, Bertie. How you doing, dude? You'll watch it now. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. We actually signed... Yeah, there you go. Signed Brennan Johnson in that one. Exactly. They did loan him out, but yeah. Yesterday, sorry, I was showing you this, wasn't I? We did win our first game of the season after losing the Super Cup to Bayern, but Bayern are a joke. We won our first game of the season 3-1. We actually tacticked this one. We started like this. We got to half-time at 1-1. We changed tactic to go to the spanner, but with wingers. Excuse me, and managed to do it in the second half. In the end, dominated things, and it was really good to see. Bocau even came off the bench, I think, didn't he? Towards the end. Who's also, by the way, Bocau. He's got himself 2 goals in already this year. He scored in the Pokal look after we beat Ingolstadt 4-1. Bocau's scoring goals. It's nice. Whilst we're talking about that, why was Jim Bentley on Sky Sports talking about the Newcastle game on Thursday? Man got sacked from Fylde, ended up on Sky Sport. Weird one, that. That was weird. Yeah, we like Bocau. We like Bocau. He's, hopefully, this is going to be a bit of a breakthrough. He's class. I actually reckon we're going to see a lot more out of Paulo Cesar. This is my guy, I reckon. This is the guy. I reckon he gets full caps not too far in the future as well. That finance graph is excellent. Yeah, it's working. At the moment, anyway. At the moment. Where's our... Look at it. This is where we get our money. We spend our money. We get our money. We spend our money. And then some. We get our money. And it's going up each year, look. Each year it goes up. End of the season. And then we spend the money. To be fair, this is like the one time where... I guess it does go down over the course of the season, doesn't it? I don't think... We've kind of left ourselves with quite a lot of money this time. We're 100 million in there. So, yeah. It's the exact same as OG Hertha. It really is. But we know that we're going to make money. Every year we make money, don't we? So it works. Got any debt? There is a bit of debt, yeah. 110 million in transfer debt. Some of that was left over, but a lot of this is where we're putting transfers into the never. But we're making money each year, so it's kind of... I'm not too worried about it. The net debt's only tiny as well, so we're good. The projection at the moment looks good, although that does go down over the months. German money is quite nice. Exactly. If you do okay and you get to the Champions League, you're fine with your money, aren't you? So it's fine. Although we do have a lot of clauses because we do sign all of our players on the never. Look at our future clauses. Quite a lot. Why is there still a future? We're still paying some of Piontek's wages until next year. No wonder we're hemorrhaging money. Jesus. And Vignato. We're paying quite a lot. But yeah, we're spending money. But you know what? It's fine. Easy to finish fourth, top 4 in the German league. I wouldn't say it's easy in that there are some decent teams now. Like Mainz have turned quite good. Dortmund, obviously. Bayern, obviously. I know what you're saying. Like those are the big two, and then there's the other ones. He's replaced Vlahovic IRL. Yeah, there you go. How's save going? It's good, thank you, Zion. We finished second 2 seasons in a row. Hopefully, we're gonna win it this year. It's gonna be tough, but I just don't think we can beat Bayern in the games where we play Bayern, and it hurts us. It's gonna be tough. But yeah, there's like Gladbach are quite good. There's a few teams that are actually okay. Leipzig should be good, although they're actually not in this particular save. But yeah. Also, Wizard King and David, thank you for the follows before. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, hello Will, how are you? Hello Otto, good morning. Good morning. Hope you're good, my friends. Petrovic was sent off for Worms. Did Worms win? They lost. Can I see that or not? I don't think I can I? I just want to see who's playing. I can't see because they don't have real games. We need Worms to get like... We need to load in Worms League, maybe. You need to set up specifically for Bayern. I think we do. I think we do. So any ideas, please? Because what we're doing clearly... I mean, I think we have beaten them before. When did we beat them last? This is last season. We lost them, obviously, in the Pokal final. Where's Bayern on here? We lost 3-0 to them there. We lost 1-0 to them in the Super Cup there. Where's the other game against them in this? Did I miss it? 3-0. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, yeah. We beat them 2-0 here, look. Sorry. We did actually beat them 2-0 here. I guess we played the spanner in this. 4-2-2 get done. Yeah, I think you might be... Oh, that's interesting. Have a look on past results. Yeah, I should have done that. You know when you start doing something, you're like, I'm just going to keep going and looking at this now. We went with the cam spanner, the soft spanner. Maybe that's the way to go. Basically, DM for a striker. Like, we could just do the DM for a striker thing. Because, like, Musiala's too good. He ruined us, didn't he? And a few other... Like, that it is the cam position that kind of does us on the 4-2-2. So... Maybe we set up like this. That's the one time we've had success. I suppose we didn't do that when we lost to them. Were we back in the OG spanner when we lost 3-0 to them? Yeah, we were. That's interesting. Can even 5-2-3 with the wingers or just unleash the dark side? We could unleash the dark side. Although, Pav, what we did yesterday was we were doing this. This is what we were doing. This is what we changed to in-game yesterday, which is the spanner with the wingers. And we won that game. I'd like to start with this because I think against the weaker teams, this will work great. If we need to, I think we do this. And we bring on like Paulo Cesar could be perfect here at 18 as well. Get him to be able to play games. Middle centre back, I guess it makes sense that he's like the one in the middle. My Hertha team becomes better. Signed a guy for 78 million from Man U. The reason I was willing to pay that much is I know how good he is because I had him in my teams from the first 2 seasons. There you go then. Perfect. Lavors, thank you for the follow. Hope you're well. So yeah, I think you might be right. I think we do need to set up. Is that the Bruno ball, the one we had at Wolves? No. It's just the spanner, just moved positions, basically. Also, Bayern have signed Darwin Núñez, so we're in trouble. I don't think I've ever signed a player for over 30 million. Have you not? And you're in 2072 in your save, Rai. Oh, the ember's working. We've got a lovely, perfectly temperatured coffee on the go. It's beautiful scenes. Pav, did you see yesterday, by the way? I don't know if you did. We signed Rodrigo. We bought both. Would you play Musiala as a cam or a winger? I've used him more on the Barcelona save as a cam. But inverted on the wing is also good. I'm just going to turn that light on ever so slightly. Your highest fee spent was 24 million in 2044. Wow. He's a monster of a CB. Love that. Love that. What was that? I just didn't even look at it. Okay, that's fine. The window is actually still open technically as well. We could Oh, did I structure something? Are we signing Adriel? What happened to the Adriel? Oh, no. Do you remember I got the board to go and try and sign him? Barcelona have just signed Keiki, by the way. He has a release clause now, doesn't he? Yeah, 68 mil. If he actually does turn into a worldie, that might be worth keeping an eye on. Is Lenny about? He is. He's in his bed just down there. Do you want me to? I'll show you what he's doing. I'll show you what he's doing. I'll take a photo for you to see. Because I haven't got Lenny cam on. It's just not on. He's asleep like this, look. There's your Lenny update. He's curled up like a croissant. It's funny as if nobody had overload, they would use it, but it's just too good to just feel dirty. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Even got the players. We have 100%. It's too much, I think. I think it's just too much. Keiki's mid, he's no Cesar. I think he's mid as well. He's not Paulo Cesar, is he? I think we should stick with what we got. Croissant dog, indeed. Right, Wolfsburg at home. It'll be interesting to see how we do with this one, with our 4-2-2, because it's our first home game with it. We will see. It'll be too much, but like it's funny. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you do this for Lenny, but just gave my dog a jar of peanut butter nearly empty. He's blissed out licking it. Yeah, there's like dog more, which is like better for dogs than normal peanut butter, and we had that before, and he absolutely loves it. Like, yeah. Yesterday, Lenny had bacon for the first time, and oh my word, he was in his element. We went to like walking around the park, and there was like there's like these, you get like a coffee van, they do like bacon baps and stuff in there, and they did like on the menu it was like doggy bacon, so it's just like the off little bits of bacon, they put it in a little cup for you. So we got Lenny one of them, and he, oh my word, to be honest, I'm surprised he's eating any of his other food now. So yeah. With the bits in the corner the spoon can't reach. Yeah, exactly. With the yogurt. Praise. What am I praising? I need to praise. Oh, Cesar training nicely, which is good. We're not actually very familiar. Is that just because I've got random players in random positions now? Because I've got Cesar up front. Where is... Let's put Angelo back in. That's Ramon. That's the wrong player. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better. We haven't got great familiarity in our other tactics, but I think that's just because of the players. They do puppuccinos at Starbucks. They do. He's never had one of those. I don't really go to Starbucks often, but yeah, they do. Lexo, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. He would love a puppuccino, to be fair. He did once drink my coffee when he was a puppy. He got up on the table, on the coffee table, and drank my coffee and knocked over I had a sandwich and a coffee on the table. He knocked over the sandwich, didn't eat it, and drank the coffee. What a strange boy. Maxon is in, angry about signing a player who doesn't look like he'll ever be good enough. It's good. The fans love him already. He's in. But if we ever need a 6'6" Brazilian striker, here's our boy. Should we send him to Worms? Probably not good enough for Worms. Hot prospect at Worms. Why have you signed him? Well, we did it absolutely ages ago for free because I wanted to have a Brazilian under 13s. Look at them ones. Yeah, here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. He's got 2 strength, I know. He's a beanpole. He's a earthworm Jim. Exactly. He's disgusting. Not even used in like a positive way. Yeah, I can't wait. 2 strength players are elite. You can sell them for a profit at least. Yeah, we can. 7k. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does in the under 23s. Hello, Orange. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Jackie, thank you for the follow as well. Chi, welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Shall I get Neto to actually go out of his way to welcome him as well? How's the atmosphere and everything? Looking good. We've got one player that's upset at the moment. It's Renan. If we can get him to be happy soon. Oh, for Christ's sake. Nana Arthur. He wants to go out on loan. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Go to Worms. Oh, Brazil intake day is in September, so it's very soon. Do not let me forget today, chat. I don't know the exact date of it. Could I find out what the date of it was last year? Would that help me to find out when it will be this year? If I go to... How do I do this? What's my best way of finding it? Transfers for South America and do youth intake. If I go back to... Can I go back to 2023? September. I want like the big... Yeah, so it's the 23rd of September.
Oh, thank you.
23rd of September.
Resubscribed X6. Realized my gifted sub redemption is still in limbo. Pav probably ought to have one, so...
Pav ought to have one. Your gifted sub redemption. Oh, I see. Oh, is it actually where you did a gifted sub redemption? It's still in limbo. I can give Pav one. Absolutely. There you go. Good stuff. I see what you're saying. Thank you very much for the 6 months as well. You've just got yourself a brand new gold badge as well, Chi. So there you go. Pav's getting gifted a sub courtesy of... Actually, can I even do this? Hertha manager sacked IRL this morning. Was that this morning? I thought, yeah, that was kind of done before, wasn't it? I saw that they were doing that. I need to actually... how can I get this to actually be able to see it in OBS? Gift a sub. Why is it so hard to gift a sub in here? There we go. Got it. You have to drag the window around everywhere. All right, that'll come through. Thank you very much, Chi. And well remembered. I'm glad you remembered that because I definitely didn't forget. Hertha sacked the manager. Yes. There we go. Knew it was end. Yeah, yeah.
Sub to Pave.
To Pave. There you go, Pave. Do you ever get mistaken out in public for Daniel Radcliffe? No. Because I don't actually look that much like him. I've got brown hair and glasses. That would be mental. Like, no. Is Ronaldo still finished? He's back, everyone. He's back. Robbo, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. Yeah, so 23rd, 24th. In fact, is there... Yeah, it's 22nd-ish. We need to start looking, don't we? AJ3, however, well, I've never been mistaken out in public, no. Jackie, sorry, buddy. I missed your first message. Thank you very much for the using the spanner tactic. There is a new tactic coming soon. If you check the United rebuild video, we used a tactic in there that I'm going to do a video on very soon. Is the sub sound Francis Bourgeois? It is, Jay, yeah, it is. Potter, more like Brian. Brilliant. Potter, more like Graham. Exactly. Keep this going. Look more like old Harry Potter in the film than Radcliffe. See, honestly, I don't even think that's a thing. We have different faces, to be honest. So there, it's lazy. It's lazy. Thought some people thinking Francis Bourgeois is fake. I've had that thought, and I've seen like all the video. I think it is massively overstated, like. But I've kind of like moved past. I was like, who cares if it is? Who cares? Like I've been through that, and I'm like, do you know what? Who cares? He's actually promoting like being happy and not caring what people think of you and stuff. Like, do you know what? The overall message behind it is quite positive. So if it is fake, I don't mind anymore. I think it's fine. But yeah, no, I went through that. I saw all like the tweets and the things, like people exposing it, etc. Man has a life. Why the hate? Yeah. Right, let's get ourselves ready for this game. It's remarkably well researched if it is fake. Like, what I think it is probably like he loves trains, but has like massively amped up this persona because people liked it on social media when he's probably taking the mick at the start because he actually does like trains. And now he's like, and you know, when it just develops and steamrolls. I think that's what happened. I'd like to know how many more people he's got into train spotting. Probably a lot, to be fair. Trains are great. He plays up to the character on screen, yeah. Yeah. Which, like I said, I went through that stage of like thinking, oh, it's all faked, how annoying. To actually saying, do you know what, if it is fake, I don't care. I really don't care. Trains are fab. I like trains. I have a dislike towards trains now because of how many are cancelled on my way to work. So, there you go. Who? I'm going to take Evan Nilsson off. Oh, do you know what? I can't. Can I take Evan Nilsson off the bench? I wish we had one more spot on the bench. One more spot. It's probably a striker that comes off. It probably should be Bockow, but I want to give him game time. Because last time we changed to the 3 and I wanted to bring Cesar on, but he wasn't on the bench. Ah, a fellow train commuter, yeah. As a train conductor, trains are overrated. Nice. Hard to stay in character all the time if it is fake. Yeah, but we don't know that he does stay in character all the time, do we? And like I said, it's probably not a character. It's more like an exaggerated version of himself. We're getting... We are, James. I ride a tram to work. Does that count? You can have it. We'll let you have that one, yeah. Beastie Boy, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. Go on a train journey to the Scottish Highlands for a weekend. Absolutely phenomenal. I actually would probably like that, Otto, yeah. Who do I take off? Evan Nilsson. We're doing that. Let's see how we go. Is everybody else all right? We're going with this. Train spotter by day, raver by night. Exactly. Exactly. Orange tram car. Actually, yeah. Your name is Orange Train Car. And you ride a tram. Train, subway, and tram for me. Nice. Mine's actually 2 trains. 1 train, 1 overground as well, if you wanted to count it like that. So, yep. Right, if you do that, we'll do well, apparently. Do you know what? I'm up for it. Let's pump fist. Let's get some greens in there, hopefully, as well. Well, 1 for Netto. I need to get this sorted, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Wolfsburg at home, then. Second game of the season. We're underway. We have a corner, which we're good from these. Martinelli's on the end of that one. Why is Martinelli on the end of that one? I might need to look at that. Although we scored from a set piece last game. I don't know why. And it was Luis Felipe who headed it. Either way, he hit the post. Here he goes again. Here's Anthony. Oh, he's gone wide. I thought that was in. You can do the longest train journey in Britain. London Euston to Fort William. It's a sleeper train that lasts 14 hours. See, that sounds a bit boring after a while. What's the difference between tram and subway except tram is above ground? Yeah, basically that. And it's in the middle of the road, which other trains aren't for the tram most of the time. Martinelli's in behind. He's going to find Anthony, who finds the corner. He started well, you know. Anthony was at the back. Change it. Oh, yeah, we'll do it. Do you know what? Should I do it now? I don't want to do it now because it's annoying that I have to do it again after the game. And I have changed it, I swear. But yeah, we'll move those around. Anthony started well. He's got himself 4 assists and now 2 goals in his first few games here. Proven to be a good signing so far. I'm happy. Dortmund are winning. Bayern are winning. Oh, no, they're not. That hasn't updated. Bayern are drawing. Chris Tarrant's Extreme Railways. I've heard of that programme. Are they great? Okay. I think I've watched some of those, weirdly. Caligari. Bouncing around. What's happening? Martinelli has it. Angelo. Oh. That should maybe have been 2-0. Caligari wins it back. We're winning this back high up the pitch. Look. That's going to make it to Caligari. You can cross. Poor pass. And Gerhardt clears. Just woken up and we're doing train chat. We are, Jojo. Yeah, we were talking about Francis Bourgeois because he's my sub sound, isn't he? Clates for the Hertha job. I mean, I'd give it a good shot. When you're getting a live channel, what do you mean by when you're getting a live channel? This is kind of a live channel, is it not? Ramos in behind. What do you mean? If you mean like a YouTube channel to put all the VODs on there is one. It exists. It's called Clates Live. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Let me know. Oh, that's good save. YouTube Live. What? Like to be live on YouTube? Because basically we live stream on Twitch and then YouTube videos. So it's kind of, this is like our live channel, but it's on Twitch. The episodes where he goes on a journey to India and Cuba are brilliant. Hard to believe Tarrant was at the point one of the most popular people on TV. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah. Nuno to Hertha. That'd be an interesting one. Is this a red card happening? Are they getting a red? Please. Please. He's reprimanded, so no. We're just watching that happen for some reason. You're not live. You're in the past. You paid me £5 to post at the exact same time. I did. Because you always comment in the VODs, don't you? Angelo! We're scoring. We're scoring goals, everybody. I think we should samba. I'm doing a lasso. I don't know why I did a lasso, but there we go. No, it's all your Twitch videos uploaded to a live channel so I can watch them all. Then that does exist, Dale. Then that does exist already. ! Clates Live, and all of the Twitch videos are on that live channel for you to watch. So yes, that does exist, if that's what you mean. Sorry, I just had to check that what you actually meant by that. But yes, that is a thing. I mean, you can watch them on Twitch too if you watch the VODs here, but also they delete on Twitch after I think 3 months. On the YouTube channel, they'll stay forever. So if we ever wanted to go and find anything from an old series now, the whole entire Hertha series, I think it's the first time we've had this. The entire Hertha series is going to be documented and put into the annals, into the vault, if you like. Thank you. Good stuff, Dale. All front four got goals and assists. Yeah, we're loving life. The front four's working nicely. Anthony's like the weakest at the moment in terms of rating, but did score, which is good because Rodrigo... Anthony's in. He scored again. He's not the weakest anymore. We're 3-0 up. The 4-2-2 lives. The archives. There you go, Jay. That's what I was looking for, I think, wasn't it? For better or for worse, they're all there. Indeed. Get in. Anthony scores again. I said he's the worst performing. He's not going to be after this. I'm glad that Rodrigo seems to be performing well. Anthony's getting on the end of things and scoring goals, though. Bocao time calls. Should we get him on? I think we should. I mean, there's a highlight right here that could change this plan, so let's do it before that. Let's do... Martinelli's not scored, but I think that's okay. Let's get Bocao on, give him some game time, and we go from there. The Archives. I like it. The Brazilian Tony. Indeed. Oh, I've got text. 1 second. Do you know what that text was about? That was about... We went to... They have scored as well, and I've just brought on my 18-year-old striker. It's Borja Mayoral to make it 3-1. Time to send the effing videos to Hertha now they fire the coach. Not speaking German should be a problem. Just sign Brazilians, exactly. You on Love Island? No, it wasn't a text about that, no. I got a text, yeah. Maybe we should do that. I got a text. It was about... We went to Richmond Park yesterday, and Lenny had a lovely walk around. We saw some friends, and they have a dog as well. So we went for a walk. It was good. It was lovely. And Lenny ate a load of deer poo. Loads of it. He is obsessed with it. It's so annoying. Anytime we go anywhere, like we went to Devon, and there was like sheep poo, and he just keeps eating it. So that's why he's a bit further away from me today. But it was a text from Kat saying, I feel like Lenny is maturing because he ate all that poo yesterday and wasn't sick. Which is what he was last time. Lenny, come on. Lenny has a weird diet. Yeah, apparently, like lots of dogs eat poo, which I didn't know. So yeah, it's annoying really, but he wasn't sick, so good boy. Progress. That is progress. So that's why I've stopped the stream chat to read my phone, to read a text to you. It was about that. Lenny is maturing, still eats poo. Exactly. Ridiculous. He was a very good boy, though. He came back a lot. Oh, that is horrific! Get him off! That is disgusting! What a horrible tackle! Get gone! They're down to 10. I feel like we should make a change. Let's go and... let's go for it. And it's a chance, I guess. Let's go to the wrench. Let's do Angelo off for Paulo Cesar and get another youngster on. Who else needs game time here? Should we do Antonio off for Paqueta? Let's do that. I admire Cat's positive outlook on life. Yeah, massively. And we wonder where the Alan Partridge associations come from. Yeah, I see it, Chi, to be fair. And what kind of morning is Cat having if that's just popped into her head? Yeah, she's gone to the gym as well. She's gone to a spin class. So she's on her way to a spin class thinking about that. That was diabolical. It was. Kokota loves that clip. Sounds like something you put on a record card. A report card, yeah. Pen! Bocao, score! Bruno, score! He does! I knew it was going in. It's what Bruno does. It's 4-1. We're having it's a Bocao assist, right? He gets assists. He gets involved. He gets involved in the goal scoring. Assists or goals. It's good. It's a lovely finish from Bruno. Will likes this. Bocao with a little layoff look. Beautifully weighted. Also, they took off Maxi Arnold. He's a lefty and great at the... Yeah. It's true. It's another reason why he's really good. Potentially. It probably does need testing, that. Grilic is on the attack for them here. It's a good tackle. Paqueta wins it. He's got Bocao making a run. Go on, Bocao. This is your moment. He plays it instead. Rodrigo, first goal for the club. No, keeper's got there. Things are looking good. This is what I wanted, by the way, wasn't it? I wanted to see, are we going to be dominant for our home games? Because if you are, that can go a long way. And then maybe we even do like, we mix between the two systems. Do we play the 3 centre-backs away from home and play this at home? Keeper dive for show. He's never getting near it. I don't think so, no. Neto booting it long to nobody. Very Neto, that. How do you work around the registrations? For Germany, you don't need to register any Germans. Oh, well, you do. You need some homegrown, but you can also register 99 players. Jay. In Europe, it's a bit of a different story. Paqueta, he's offside. Good finish. He's off, though. They have classes for spinning now. They do, yeah. I don't get this game. We beat Man U first game and then lose the next two to Norwich and Forest Green in the cup. Yeah, that's FM. Yeah, he was offside. It's a lovely finish on the volley, though. Look at this. Oof. Back of the net. Let's drink this coffee. Dortmund are back in the lead. Now they're 3-1 up. They are going to get the 3 points. We might concede again here. Mayoral's in behind. Good save, I think it was. Big Tens, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's a bit weird. They demand for homegrown, but if you don't have them, then oh well, just the 95 players. Yeah, it's a weird one. I think it's there as like just a token gesture towards it, isn't it? Yeah, that's why that's why the Bundesliga is perfect for this challenge. Like, you can do it with any nationality. It's a lot of fun. We've got a fully Brazilian squad, haven't we now? We've won 4-1 in our second game, 3-1 in our first. It means we're top of the league. Us, and then Dortmund, and then Bayern at the top. Look, happy days. We've all won both of our games so far. Anthony got 2 in that game. Angelo got another goal, which you do love to see. Keep developing, my little sweet prince. And then Bruno scored one with Bocao assist. Nice work, everyone. That was good, is what I've told them. Who are Cologne? Cologne are nothing. Exactly. But yeah, they've also won their first 2 games. Do you know what? This needs to stop. This needs to stop. People are obsessed with this tactic. I'm getting inundated with like people saying, when's the tactic coming out? And then I'm replying saying, when I've made the video and it's been edited, these things take time. Relax. And then they reply again the next day saying, is it out now, today? Relax. Relax. I had to like remove someone's comment yesterday because like they commented like 3 times on YouTube asking when it was coming out. Dave, I'll block you. That couldn't be better timed, right above me, right there, look. I know you did that as a joke, but you know, you're on your last warning. How you doing, Dom? Welcome in, buddy. How's it going? A bit late for today's stream. You've only missed, what, an hour? Just under. We've played 1 game. Yeah, we've only played 1 game, so you've not missed too much. We talked suffering from success. Yeah, maybe. To be fair, a year ago, I've been like, oh, I'd love it if people like demanded a video to come out. So maybe that's fair. Maybe that's fair. Say sub to the channel to come out as soon as it's ready. Do you know what? Good shout. Let's do that. Let's turn it into a positive. They're just really excitable. Yeah, do you know what? Maybe I'm just being grumpy. Yes, right. Good reminding. Can I set like a note? If I just set a note in my notebook, which is a feature of FM that is very rarely used. Come on, admit it in the chat if you never use your notebook. If you never use your notebook, I want your admission in the chat right now. I'm going to create a note and use it right here because it's basically, I'm going to use it as a reminder. Brazil intake. Wait, you can take notes. Exactly. Absolutely never. There is this tab. My what? I did not know this was a thing. Brazil intake. Check Brazil's children. No, that's weird. Check Brazil's youth intakes. And we'll get reminded of this on, when did we say? September the 20. Let's do the 22nd, and then we can check it every day from there. That's a Sunday. Does that make a difference in this? Not sure. Did you not use it last year for the youth take? I did not. Did I? I don't think I did I? Never even clicked it. Why would I have a memory? What is this? This is your notebook, everybody. You should be using your notebook all the time. You see me using this on stream all the time, /never. Remind me every year. You can remind me of that every year. And we'll confirm it. We should be reminded about the Brazil intake now. Let's see if it works. I use it to record my club's all-time top goal scorer with Tottenham in the last FM. Yeah, I've used it on a few things. I've mainly used it on stream to remind me that I hate people. And I get reminded every now and then, like Nigel Lugg is a prick. Of course, the teacher gets mad at no one using a notebook. Exactly. The notebook in FM is like using your planner in high school, which was never. Yeah, some people probably do. Some people probably do. We have a recruitment meeting. I'm not interested. Maxon to beat. Oh God, I've got to go and Go and do a press conference for this idiot. This earthworm Jim sat next to me. Imagine me sat in that seat there and this tall, lanky stick of a man, Stephen Merchant of a man, sat next to me. He's brilliant. I can't wait for him to play. I personally always use all of FM's brilliant features. There you go, Jojo. They're not listening, by the way. You're fine. As long as you put the date in the margin, we're all good. Yeah, and underline your date and your title. That you dare not. It's LOs these days, learning objectives. That you dare not underline it. I will find you. I'll probably have all my planners somewhere. Good. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Ollie those. Hanover we're away at Hanover. Should we try this? They're going to play a 5 at the back. Shall we try away from home using this, at home using this? Or are Hanover, are we big enough favourites for Hanover that we should use this? What would you do, chat? Yesterday we talked about how we should do more polls and discuss these things. Develop our knowledge of Brazilian youths, exactly. Sad day, after 9 seasons from Vanarama National to North to the Prem, I finally released the last OG player. That is sad. I just keep them in the museum. I still got my drama book. Why I needed a drama book, I don't know. Against the bottom half, but it's very difficult to know who is bottom half right now, isn't it? Because it's a new season. Would you, let's say for this game here then, would you use this tactic or would you use this tactic, which is what we use second half to win the first game away from home? Trialist Team 2 is not a museum. That's true. 235 1950s Brazilian style. Isn't Twitter just our drama book now? I think it is. How can we set this poll up to get people's opinion? Let's just say Hanover, and we'll see what people would use in these. Would you use the... So your choice between is the Hertha Heaven, which is the Hertha Heaven, which is 4222, or would you use the Wrench, which is 523, but kind of, right? What would you use in this next game? Let's just see. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true, right? Yeah. What would you do in this game, chat? Let me know in the poll. Would you go with our OG system, the Hertha Heaven, which is what we just used to win? Or would you switch it up because it's away from home and go with this? That would have been good, Ollie, to be fair. Most people saying stick with what we've got. Stick with what we've got with the Hertha Heaven. It won that last game quite comprehensively, didn't it? And Hanover aren't necessarily one of the top teams. So I do think we maybe need that little bit of extra defensive solidity. But I wonder if we need that anyway because it's away. I guess we could always start this and change to it anyway, couldn't we? Yeah, but if you have an opinion, make sure you vote in the poll and we can see from there, can't we? We can check what you guys would do. We're all about a certain amount of democracy here, aren't we? Oh, Jesus. I just opened a new tab and somebody was talking. Have you heard of UK's Eurovision song? I haven't. Is it a bop, is it? Hanover Elite. Thank you very much. Yeah, true. I don't have an opinion. Still voted. Thank you, Dave. We're Hanover in season preview. Yeah, I guess that's a good way of checking. But then again, second bottom. They're 400 to 1. I think we're probably fine to play the Hertha Heaven, aren't we? I think they got promoted last year. They're 400 to 1. It's sang by Sam Ryder, the long-haired singing guy on TikTok. Who's he, the long-haired singing guy? Is that the Samsung or the other one? It should be Cardio, shouldn't it? It should be Cardio. One sec. Yeah, imagine Cardio was the Eurovision song. We'd live in life, wouldn't we? It'd definitely win. It would definitely win. For sure. Right, let's send Nana Ya Arthur to Worms. And now we've been offered Worms. He's off to Worms, so he's not going to be moaning anymore. Let's go and get ourselves ready for Hanover. Before that, we've got the Champions League draw. Ooh. Campagnese have looked to loan Eric Brendan. I wanted to sign Eric Brendan Because I think he might be quite good in the future. I also still do want to go and sign Adriel. Shall I try again for Adriel? With the money we've got now? Are United still in for him? United still want him. I could try and do another bid now a bit of time's gone past. We've got 3.6 million. Should I try and... Ugh, the board blocked it last time, didn't they? But we could maybe talk to them. Yeah, Champions League draws should be good. Let's try and get this to about 15 mil. Do you reckon they'd accept that? If we put in a next sale as well, that might tempt them in a bit. See, they rejected that now. Let's interact with the board and see if they'll do it for us. Ooh. Ooh. They've agreed. They've agreed. The board are gonna put together a deal to hopefully sign Adriel. Hopefully this means they pay for it. I think it might be the first time that Jair Bruno has ever said yes. Jair Bru yes. Not Jair Bruno, which is his favourite word. To be honest, so far in this save. Yes, this could be good. Is he feeling all right? Can someone check his temperature? Because what's going on here? Right. Additional funds available to sign male number 2. And we'll work to complete the deal. Come on up the male number 2. Hang on a minute. What? Why does it say that? Why is he male number 2? Is that his... Is that the regen face, do you reckon? Yeah, Bruno. Male number 1 was taken. Is that the regen face, do you reckon? That it's male number 2. So, what do I do now? Did they... We've got 0 left. Did they make a bid? What do I do from here? Do I don't need to make a bid, do I? Like... What do I actually... Do I do nothing, right? Click continue. Okay. Because I don't want to, like, mess up. Just leave it. Okay, I thought so. Oh, Verissimo's asked for a transfer. Should we see if we could loan him for free? If he's asked for a transfer anyway. They're reluctant to let him leave. I mean, we'll make an offer. They'll do everything. Okay, good. Leave it and inshallah. Okay. Continue. Should I see if there's any good loanees that are available for free? Because we should probably... If they're just loans, we might be able to beef out our team anyway. Like, transfer listed people who are Brazilian might be on there. Swear he also... yeah, I think he does. Do you remember we had loads of... Someone was bidding like 3 million and then it just went up and up and up for him. That was him. Nationality is not German. Brazilian. Coutinho's listed. They're not willing to loan him though. Right? That makes no sense. Richarlison, would you loan him? No. Felipe. Could be a decent backup if you let him have him for free. They want 85k a week. Not interested. Mateus Babi. 6'3". It would also... If you get this Brazilian centre mid and you're sound, I think you're right. If we get this Adriel, I think we'll be very happy. There is a player called Ronaldo there. Yeah, no, Robinho. Different one. I don't think any of these are very good, are they? I've just seen if we could get a bit of depth with the loan, really, but I don't know if I don't really want... I think we're good. Yeah, you're right. Too many players will just stop these youngsters playing. I love there's a wad of Brazilian teams there and just Norwich. Yeah, yeah. We're seeking a deal. I'm not prepared. I've annoyed George Jesus, which is a shame. I'm not gonna. It won't keep me up at night though. I'm. Oh, for Christ's sake! What did they offer? They offered £0. Of course it was rejected. You offered £0. Oh. I think this was because we had him as a transfer target. I think this is separate. Reason, can't afford him. Can't afford him, lads. They said they'd make extra funds available. Do you think this is separate or do you think this has broken the original thing we've just done? Because do you remember we added him as a transfer target beforehand? And I think that's what this is. Can't afford Adriel because we bid for Adriel. Yeah. But also, that's still at 0, which means that other bid is still in, I think. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we've got a lot of things that are going on right now. I think there's, like, we had 3 million, and then I spoke to the board and they said they'd make an offer. That took away our 3 million. But previously to that, I'd added him as a transfer target so that Drac would go and try and sign him. And this is what this is. And because we had no money, he's offered 0. I don't think Jer's trolling us. I think this is just... I don't know if it's broken it, but I think that that's why that has happened. So I'm hoping that if we just continue, that actually there will still be a proper bid for him being made. I don't know. It'd be nice to see whether that was a thing. Which it doesn't exist on here, so that makes me worry about it. But we've still got £0. I think what Chi says, the old confusion tactic, yeah. I think what Chi says makes sense in that, like, we can't afford Adriel because we bid for Adriel in this case. It says from DOF in inbox, I do think you're right. Yeah, yeah. Like, the boards are doing the other thing, which maybe is to do with our director of football, but it's not. I think that's what's happening. We've just been given 12 million as well for the Champions League. Shall we go and find out who our... Can we just loan him? With a future fee? We could. What's his release clause? Because we could just do this. Then it's kind of signing him now, isn't it? Hello, Ollies. You have been here a while. How you doing, buddy? It's 4.6 release clause, so I kind of want to just do that. I don't know if he's any good anyway. I'm not going to loan him because he wants to be a regular starter as well. I think I'm just going to annoy him. I've been good, thank you, Ollies. How have you been, my friend? Let's find out what happened. Oh, God, no, no. For Christ's sake, I missed the draw. Ollie just said don't skip draw as well, and I've just skipped it. And we've got Real Madrid. I'm saying this because I think you might, as I literally just did. We've got a tough draw, everyone. Why do I do this? Why do I do this all the time? I am the worst streamer. These are the things we enjoy. We want to see the draws. We've got Real Madrid, Atalanta, and Zenit St. Petersburg. It's quite a tough draw. Why are you the way you are? I know. I can't believe I'm an idiot. It's a really tough draw as well. Did we weren't first seeds in that? Surely not. No. Real Madrid must have been. It's, do you know what? It's actually, it is a hard group, but I think we can sneak second there. We might be able to win it. For some reason, we play better against like good teams in the group stage. I'm fairly confident. If we go to the Europa League, fine. We'll see if we can win that this year after losing in the final last year. We've been handed a tough group. Good work from me, that. Good work. Sorry, everyone. FFS admin. Yeah, sorry, everyone. How you doing, Nicky, by the way? God's sake, man. Oh, media shy manager. It's just called me there as well. Yep, brilliant. Hertha could win Bundesliga title. All right, build it up, why don't you? Andreas? What do I think of the draw? Well, to be honest, I didn't go. I wasn't there. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm quite pleased, actually. It's going to be hard, but why not? It's a very easy group, I think I just said to something. Phil's got great respect, it said there. Sending multiple bids for the same person. Skipping draws. Welcome to Carnage. Yes, welcome to this stream. Bloody hell. I wouldn't call you shy, just media lazy. Yeah, that's true. That's probably true. Oh, that's annoying. Anthony's out. He's had a really good start as Anthony, hasn't he? 7.6. He's got 3 goals in 2 games. 4 assists in 4 games. He started brilliantly and now he's out injured. Dupe, hello. We've signed our Tony. As I know you are a fan yourself. We brought him in this year and he started really well. Now he's just picked up a knock. He's going to miss the next game. How are you though, Doopy? Hope you're good. Shout out, Do. They have olives, yes. They have. Love him. Yeah, there you go. They have indeed. Right. Cesar has trained a 10 out of 10. What a guy. Dude, what do you think of this guy? Opinions. This is our 18-year-old Brazilian new gen that we brought in for 7.5 million. Who is getting some game time this year and training brilliantly. Good, Ollie. Not Ollie, Otto. Too short. That is my one concern, but we're going to play him as probably more likely as our middle centre-back, which kind of is fine in. That is my one thing. You know how much I like a tall defender. A tall player in general, really. So, yeah, that is the one thing. He could be a great DM, couldn't he? He's going to be worth stonks at some point anyway, at the very, very least. Bruno's trained well as well, which is what we like to see. Let's praise him. He is lovely. He is. Let's also do Angelo, who's also training well and scoring goals. I feel like our youngsters, like Angelo now, I feel like we're in a good spot for like the future. If we were to look here at like the age of players, not Neto, but Caligari's 22. Felipe is a bit older, 27. How old's Gabriel? Only 26. Tellez we ignore. Antonio is 24. Bruno's 26. Anthony's 24. And then like after that, like Rodrigo's 23. Martinelli's 23. Yeah. Angelo's 19. Then we've got 18-year-old. Leonardo's still young, 21. Renan's young. Bocal's 18. We've got some like great youth players coming through, haven't we? How do you find these gens? Well, we're actually going to do it quite soon, Uno. We're just basically going to go to this is how we found Cesar, for example. We went to South America. We went to Brazil. And then here you can go to transfers. You can go to youth intake. And you can look at when players come in the youth intake. We know that that's in September for Brazil. And then go to the big clubs. Go and find them. For example, will it show us on here now? They were in here, is where they were, in the youth intake. Was it last year or the year before? Have we checked all these? I think so. And you can see which players come through the intakes. Go and find the best ones. Like, hover over them, see which ones are good, and go there. Also, if you just go to the different clubs in Brazil, a really nice thing to just look at is go to general, look at who their hot prospect is. Because that's obviously somebody who's going to be really good. This is a 19-year-old who's quite good at Flamengo. Go through the different clubs. Look, Fluminense have got Wellington Basari, who's a 17-year-old, quite a good left-back. Can't cross. Hasn't got any teamwork or... It's actually all right, though. Good determination. And then you can find loads of them and hopefully sign them. And also in Brazil, part of it is that they all will have release clauses. Like this guy, if I wanted to sign him, is 7 million. Have I scouted him actually? Because he looks... Yeah, I have. And then also go and scout all of them. See which ones come back and having good scout reports. And you're away. You're flying. That's one way of doing it. Marcos Cesar. Not been scouted. 16. So when did he come in? I feel like I might have missed some, but I don't think so. Because this is a right back that... Why has he not been scouted? Because he would cost... Oh my word, he cost 95k. Like, I should sign him anyway, right? For 95k. Well, this is a terrible way of doing this. That's not... Hang on a minute. Oh, there's a 1 there. I've also got no money in the bank now, so I actually can't afford this 95k, but hopefully the board will help me with that one as well. Leicester doing an Odegaard-Maddison comparison ahead of our game today and leaving creative stats out of it is glorious. Yeah, brilliant. Like tackling and things like that, right? Of course. You can just click the release fit. Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? You can adjust the budgets. I don't know if I've got any wages left over. I've got a little... Oh, I've got... Oh, yeah, I can. I'll be fine. Where's that 36k come from then? Like, what's happening with this Adriel thing? About to spend 95 million on him. Yeah, nearly. I nearly did, didn't I? Let's just go through these and look, because I feel like I found an extra one there that we didn't see before. Maybe these came in a different intake. He's 18. I'll scout him. Maybe he wasn't. If any of these jump out and you think they are must signs, let me know. He's a 5'10" centre-back, so probably not, but probably cheap. He actually hasn't got a foreign club release clause. Lucas Victor. Like, these aren't the big clubs. These are less likely to be good. Santos, he should be good. I think we looked at him. B minus, he's going to cost about 15 mil. 11 mil. Wait, what day is intake day? I don't want to skip it. Intake day for Brazil is about around the 20th of September. Winning goals and Jules. Jules won. Brilliant. He's good, isn't he? Costing. Would cost 11 million. I feel like we should add him to the youth of Brazil. What am I doing for this? Why can I not add him to... I can. It's here. I just wasn't seeing it. Brazilians. Where's my youth of Brazil shortlist? I might already be on it. You might already be on it. But he's good, isn't he? He looks nice. Santos. Palmeiras have got Mateus. Defensive midfielder. Probably quite a big release clause. 4.1 mil. It's not terrible. Like, I want to be a really good side so that we can save up all our transfer money to just do this and sign all of these. Oh, yeah. UK is end of March. Yes. But at the moment, we have to go and buy first team players as well. So we can't quite get all of them. He's good. He's a centre-back, technically, apparently. What's his release clause? 7.25 now. Did I have him scouted? Yeah. Vasco da Gama, Valdo. Where do you find it, other nations? If you go to the world thing, click on this world thing here. Go and find your nation in here. And then whatever nation you go to, for example, Colombia. If I click on Colombia and click out, you can go to transfers, youth intake. And you just go through here, look, to find out what day their youth intake is. So they have a youth intake for these clubs in January. Yeah. That's a way to find it. It was that bad when they signed contracts. It was technically a transfer. Really? Jeez. Maybe the players you haven't seen move up because you brought the hot prospects from the club. Possibly, Carlson. Yeah, possibly. Like, I've taken the hot prospects, so there's new ones that are being shown to me as hot prospects. Did I? Yeah, I looked at him. Van Tour? We looked at him, I remember. Again, he's really good. Centre back at 6'2". Why is he only a C minus? The potential's not quite there, apparently. He just doesn't... I don't see how he doesn't, though. His mentals are a bit... He's got a brilliant mentals and then terrible mentals. Like 9 anticipation, 6 composure. He's also got, like, this bravery and aggression and teamwork are lovely. Technicals are a bit... Like, I wouldn't like him to have the ball at any point. Yeah, you're right, Oliz. I should probably look at that. Classified as Yeah, all right. Good shout. What happens if one of your young Brazilians gets German citizenships in a few years and decides to play for Germany? Well, what I'm hoping, Otto, is that I can become the Brazil manager and then I can pick them all for Brazil at some point. So you're right. I've thought about it, but at the moment, I'm just struggling to get the Brazil job. I was like, I don't remember anyone on trial. Then I was like, intake. Yeah, it can happen. I miss all sorts, don't I? This guy's a left winger, 10 million though. It's a lot. Let's just quickly go through the rest of these. He's American. Half Brazilian? No, half Honduran. Not interested then. Bahia, who are our feeder club, they have Junior. Should I sign Junior? He looks quite good, doesn't he? He's 14 million. He's probably going to be quite good, but he's 13 million for us. Why did they not like him? He's got great potential, actually. I think it's just the transfer fee he also has injury issues. Could have a real problem with injuries. He might be one to swerve then. Natural fitness of 6. Probably swerve him for that much money. He's going to be really good, though. Botafogo Yuri. I think I looked at him. He's casual. Yeah, Oliz, I got you. Oh, he's quite cheap though, is Yuri. He's not scouted. Let's scout him. Alcides Braga. Not as good. He's only 16 though. I feel like these 16-year-olds must have come in afterwards that I maybe didn't see. Because different clubs have different times, don't they? Let's sign this guy then. Future prospect. When does he join, actually? January 2026, along with quite a lot of the other ones then. Let's just get rid of that. You can have a yearly wage rise. That's fine. You can have more money if you play. There we go. He joins in January if we get him. I think that's probably worth just doing. I don't get why some players have less domestic release fee, but others have higher. It's a weird one. Yeah, I agree. You'd think that there would be a trend that most clubs would do, like have a higher... Like, do they want them to move abroad or not? Like, they probably would have a higher foreign, like, release fee and then a lower domestic one, you'd think. Although, do they not want to lose these players to their rivals? But you'd think it would be consistent across the players, wouldn't you, rather than the way it is. Okay, chat, we've got Hanover away from home. Anthony's going to drop out of the first team squad and we are going to replace him with... Who are we going to replace him with for this right wing? We could do Angelo out there and we can do Vinicius comes in there. I think that's what we're going to do. Small countries versus big countries, maybe? Corners hype up average rating so much. Oh, massively, massively. They really do. I'll take him off the bench, actually, because he's injured. We'll put Evan Nilsson on. All right, we're going to go with our normal system. Ready to change to the 3 if we have to. Angelo's going to start wide. Vinicius comes in to start in place of the injured Anthony. There's the Hanover team. They've got Pinamonti. I signed Pinamonti once on an old FM and he was really good. He's a bit of a young... He was at Inter, wasn't he? He was going to be really good and then he wasn't very good. Here we go. We are underway. Let's move out the way. Come on. There we go. Let's see. They have started... Well, they've started very evenly, actually. No highlights in the first 15 minutes, though. Here we go. Nils Korber. He used to play for Hertha. First attack. I hope it's not for them. See, this is what makes me think already. I'm like, we should be dominating these, but we're not. They're in behind already. Oh, my word. They nearly scored. Pinamonti, the original Esposito. Exactly. Exactly. Set pieces, though. This is where we can be really good. I didn't change them. I forgot. Look at our defenders. I think it's Antonio and Angelo. Who's that defending for us? Okay, we're back on the counter. The counter's on with Rodrigo coming forward. Martinelli's definitely offside. He is. He scored, but he was offside. He was so far offside. I need to change the set pieces so that we've got not Martinelli on the front post. I'm going to make that one little change and then I need to fix it properly after the game. What am I clicking? Who's that? Did I just randomly move someone? No. Corners. Oh, he's there. So who's back? Actually, this isn't that bad. Antonio can stay back because I want Tellus to take it anyway. It's just you that's messed up. It's actually it was one player. I kind of want not you there. Let's put you there. That's actually not too bad. It's just... And then on this side, it's fine, look. Let's swap those. You're not here for the ending today, Chazu. No, we've got another at least hour and a half, a while to go yet. You're all good. No, Schalke stayed down, I think, right? I think they stayed down. Angelo since... Oh, it was Angelo since Tony was back last game. Yeah, it's not Angelo, though. It's... We've got Bruno back on this one. Who actually... Is Bruno 6 foot? Yeah, Bruno's 6 foot. It's Antonio that's back. It's Angelo's on the edge. So MCL off attack the box. No, I don't mind that. Angelo can attack there. Edge runs into the box. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want it that way. Yeah, got you. Right. That'll do for now. It wasn't completely wrong. It's just a few of those front players. It's probably where I've just moved things around, isn't it? Right. Tellez is a free kick here. Edge runs into the box and spears people. Oof. The one behind the LNR. What was the question? Needs to go over what? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. We'll do it after. Like slide, you mean? like his positioning. Yeah. It must be kind of depressing for someone who was an FM wonder kid that amounts to nothing real life in an alternate universe. I know what you mean. Yeah. They've got a corner here. Caligari heads away. The counter's on. Martinelli's there. He's got a runner in. Is that Angelo out there or Rodrigo? It might be Rodrigo running. Play him. It is Rodrigo. Keeper, where you going? It's bouncing around. I swear that hit somebody's hand at some point. I swear. I don't watch wrestling to get the reference. Oh, right. Edge was a wrestler. That is basically it. And you said Edge runs into the box. Yeah, I get what you mean, Otto. It must be sad. Although they've probably got other things to be thinking about. They're probably not thinking about how they were... Like, it's probably how they were regarded, like, more worldwide, or rather than how they were seen in FM that plays on their mind. Unless they play FM. Florian Muller. It's not. It's Nils Korber, but he was very Florian Muller-like there, wasn't he? Angelo's in! Scores! Scores! He's onside as well. He did a bit of that, which means this is a goal, and Angelo has got 2 and 2 for us this year now. Happy days when your youngster is scoring goals. I think we should probably even Samba. Yeah, Cherno Samba actually did talk about it. You're right, Wold. Which maybe because Cherno Samba was so... must have been inundated by people like messaging him about Football Manager. And his comparison between real life and... FM or Champ Man or whatever it was then was so different that was a little bit different, wasn't it? Like, but yeah, no, you're right. Some players definitely know all about it for sure. You see how many players play FM. I don't know why I said that at halftime, but hopefully it doesn't matter. We're 1-0 up. Angelo scores again. Martinelli gets the assist. Can we see this one through? Tellez free kick. Penalty? He's been shoved. Somebody's been shoved. Dortmund are 3-0 up against Hoffenheim. I think Hoffenheim might get relegated this year. That's my early prediction. It says a lot of... well, to be fair, it's used for scouting, isn't it? Tellez has a free kick. No. Penalty for Tellez to try and score. He scores. He missed one that was a very important one. Or was that in the Barcelona save? I think it might have been in the Barcelona save. He scored this one, though. We love Alex Tellez. I sign him in every save, don't I? 2-0 and... it's a bit of breathing space for us. Bottom corner. Lovely stuff. Is it Bocao time? Is it Bocao time? Do you know what? I think it's Bocao time. We'll do Martinelli there. And we'll do Bocao up there. I jinxed him in the Barca set. I really did, didn't I? I did. My keeper got bid for 20 mil. First round of July rolls in. Clause expires. Now the 28 mil bids come in. That's so weird. Yeah. All fine then, Chazzy. You keeping him. You're keeping him. Right, 15 to go. I'm going to do Antonio for Paqueta, which is a nice change to be able to make. We've got a throw in down the left. Bruno, if Bocao gets a goal here. Oh, my word. That's that throw in because Felipe was forward. Oh, actually, Hoffenheim got 2 goals back against Dortmund. They've got 3 goals back. It's 4-3 in that game. I said they were going to get relegated because they were 3-0 down. They've actually managed to get it to 4-3 down now. Says our last 10. Yeah, let's do it after this highlight. Bocao didn't even run towards the ball there, which was weird, but I think he was offside. They've given him! He's not scored! Martinelli should score, does score! We'll take the assist for Bocao. I don't know how he didn't score that chance, but it was a good save from the keeper. It's 3-0. Martinelli, do you know what? It means we need this.
Gabby.
You're my boy!
You're my boy!
You're my Gabby boy! Wow! It's a good save from the keeper, actually. Defo, get him on now. Yes, agreed. Do you know what? Let's get him on ASAP. We'll do... I'll just take Gabriel off. He's on a yellow. He'll be fine on the left-hand side. We'll put Felipe on the left-hand side, so Cesar's on the correct side instead. That is one of the weird goals I've seen. It was very weird, wasn't it? Not quite Fox in the Bocao. Although, every time we played him, he's got a goal or an assist, right? I know that counts as an assist, so like every game he's played, he's got a goal contribution, if you want to say it like that. And most of the time he's on for 15 minutes or so, so I'll take it. I think he's doing enough as a youngster. It was a weird goal though, wasn't it? Because he ran away from the ball. It's actually 5-3 here. Runs away from the ball, gets gifted the ball, save, score, rebound. Weird. It was odd. Imagine what he can do in 90 minutes. Yeah. What tactic would you use if you play with Leicester? 4-3-3? Yeah, probably 4-3-3. You've got decent wingers. I tried to play a narrow diamond and get rid of all our wingers, and it was not successful. So don't do that. Don't loan Harvey Barnes to Manchester United with a future fee of 2.5 million. It's just probably not a good idea. We've won all our games so far. We're top. Bayern have dropped points, everybody. Bayern have dropped points. They have drawn to Wolfsburg, who we just beat. Nemetra has equalised in the 93rd minute. They actually were 1-0 down, made it 2-1. No, made it 1-1 and made it 2-1, and then Nemetra's got a goal back. You did so well at Leicester. I don't think we need to talk about the Leicester save. I don't think we ever need to talk about that Leicester save ever again. I don't think that ever happened. Who did we do for the beta, chat? Didn't do one. Didn't do one. Nope. Also, don't sign the wrong Isaac. Don't sign Carlos Tevez and nickname him Isaac. Don't spend a whole deadline day trying to sign Isaac and then ultimately not signing him. What's a Leicester? There wasn't a beta this year, was it? Chester, yeah. Exactly. Good. You've been well trained. That Dortmund game was 6-4 in the end. They've signed Luis Suarez, not that one as well, and he's really good for them. And Kunku is signed for Dortmund too and scored twice. 6-4. Leicester is cheese. It is, yeah. We didn't do it. It was weird that they didn't have a beta this year, but yeah. I know. Yeah, we went Hertha, Malvern, Hereford, Hertha. That is the order. There was no Leicester save. We won 3-0. This is good. This is annoying that there's now this note sign appears because of the Brazil intake. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? No, I didn't. No. I didn't forget Leicester. No. Drago, how you doing, buddy? 99 minutes. That Chelsea save was actually fun, wasn't it? We won the league in that one. We played. I looked at it the other day. We played a 4-2-2 like this, not too far from this, on very attacking for a whole season and won the league and signed Adama Traore as a striker. It was fun. Only just won the league, even though we were massively ahead at one point. But yeah, you can turn the note sign off. Oh, can you, Pulsey? How do you do that? I know I can get rid of the note, but how do I just turn the note sign off? Where even was that? Which was that? Was it this one? Go into preferences and search note. Okay. All right, let's do it. Note. Display icon after... Hey, you learn something new every day. Not delete note. Pulsey, thank you, buddy. Man United fan here. Have I seen Ronaldo's... Ronaldo's got a hat-trick yesterday, did he? No, I didn't see that. Lovely, that. Yeah, that's nice. So that's gone now, is it? I didn't even check if it had actually gone. Where's our... Yeah, there we go. And it does still exist. It does still exist. Good. Happy stuff. Who's Ronaldo? What is the average day in the life as a teacher? You wake up. I get up at about 6:30. I leave the house at about 7. Well, depends how quickly I get ready. But about 5 to 7. I get the train at about 7:05. I get my second train about 5 minutes after that. I get to work at about 7:45/8, depending if I stop for a coffee on the way. I get a few things ready. I print a few things. I sit at my desk, really just like debating what life and what it's all about really for a while. Then the children come in. Then we teach maths. After maths, we usually have a little bit of daily exercise, whether we go outside and do some running or if we do some like an exercise class thing in the classroom. Then we do English. Then it's break time. At break time, they all go out to break and I sit in the classroom sort of just debating what life and what it's all about for a while. Then they come back in and we do guided reading. After guided reading, we do some spelling or handwriting. Then it's lunchtime. The kids go out for lunch. I sort of sit in the classroom debating what life is all about, really. Then I mark some books, plan some, get the stuff ready for the next day so that I can leave as soon as possible after school finishes. Then at about 3:15, we go downstairs and dismiss them. Then I print some stuff, mark some stuff. You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Then I'm like, maybe do a thumbnail. Then we go home, get two trains, come home and try and do some video stuff. That's about it. Do you ever figure out what life is all about? Nah, not really. Still eluding me, that one. Nah, it's fine, really. That is a sort of like breakdown, though, of the day. But nah, it's without the existential crisis, to be honest. Do you play FM on the train? No. No. I have worked out how to get FM on my phone, though. Would you like to see something mental, chat? Would you like a video on this? Let me show you something. Watch this. This is my phone. I'm just going to hopefully not show you anything that's like a password. You download FM mobile. It's not Steam Link. Let me go here. It's my... Oh. This is full FM. And if I go... This is very hard to do upside down. That's full FM. And there's the stream there, look. Because I'm connected to my PC. It's not TeamViewer either. But there's full FM there, look. If I wanted to play it on my phone, I could do. So there you go. Would you like a video to show it? It's completely free. It's completely free and anybody can do it. Would you like a video on how to do that at some point? Must drain your battery. Probably. To be fair, I've not actually... my battery dies very quickly anyway. But yeah, there you go. It probably does drain your battery. It's also like... I wouldn't say it's like... It's not as fast as if you play it on PC, but it's quite good to be able to do things, you know. Only after they sponsor you, yeah. Just tell us the app name. No. It's on it's a Google... It's through Chrome. It's through Chrome. Right. What's going on with this Adriel thing then? Is it just not happening? What's happening with this Adriel thing? Should I do anything? Yeah, primary ultra. Is it just not happening? Do I need to go and make another bid? The transfer budget's gone, but now nothing's happening with him. Like, it's like nearly deadline day. I mean, it is deadline day. Do I just wait and see? Not splashed up, no. Where art thou, Adriel? Exactly. I'll make a little video, just like a short video on how to do it. I've said yes to doing deadline day. We'll see what happens. We've got loan interest for Cesar from Frankfurt. There is interest in Evanilson. If we get a big offer for Evanilson, do we let him go? Oh. Do we let Vinicius go? I really like him, but do we let Vinicius go? Because he's 30 soon. He's 29. He's not finished. He's 29. Who did they tip for signing? Was it the excellent right back centre back? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Who did they tip for signing? No one for it. Oh, yeah. It was Menino. It was Menino. It was Menino. Splash out on Adriel. Sal Vinicius. If we get bids, I think we'll have to think about it. Vinicius is a good plan C. He is. I agree. But if we get 15 mil for him, do we like... I'm not talking to the old grumpy Nicky Afro. Do we think about it? Like 15.25 is what he's been linked with. Do we have bids here? No, but Arsenal are in for Tete, which is a shame because he's very good. I think we kind of just wait and see, don't we? Bocao plan B. Well, we've got lots of plan Bs and Cs, to be honest. Are you hopeful of finally signing Menino today after being linked for him throughout the window? No! I'm not signing Menino! I'd punt Evanilson. I'm just going to see if any bids come in and decide what to do based on that. Cesar's coming in and I can actually get this done. With any excess being deducted from next season's transfer budget. Okay. So Cesar's done. He comes in January. Even FM's trolling me with him. I know. Are Leicester linked with him in real life, are they? That's interesting. This Gugu keeps getting linked to me as well. He's good. He's Belgian, though. But half Brazilian again. He's not that good. You heard of him? Yeah, I've heard of Menino. Yeah, I have. Come on, what's going on with Adriel? Just sign in for me, please. Caligari's not leaving. I mean, if Caligari does leave, we should sign Menino, to be fair. I asked the question outside of a press conference. You did, Nicky, and I ignored it. That was mean. Transfer interest in Evan Nilsson from Southampton still. Angelo from West Ham and Bayer Leverkusen. Bocau wanted on loan now. Danilo wanted on loan. Tete's actually gone to Arsenal for 60 million. Yeah, sometimes, Otto. Sometimes. Yizzle and Okapa, thank you very much for the follows. Jakobsen, thank you before that. If you're still here. I think I missed that one. Right, it doesn't look like anything's going to happen on deadline day. Ooh. Okay, nothing's going to happen on deadline day. Bayer Leverkusen have made a bid for Angelo, which I'm going to reject. 29 million, though. That's gone up a lot since before. They're actually offering decent money for him, but he's the future. He's the future. Yeah, that's it, Ollie. Ollies. They gone day trips to Mayfair Hotel, I heard, since the owner is a brilliant. Definitely not.
Okay.
Thank you, Ollie. You're my favourite non-Brazilian goalkeeper. How you doing, Gavin? How you doing, buddy? Dropping in for a short while. What's ahead to the football? Enjoy where you're going today for the football, Gav. Which game are you off to? We've got an hour remaining. We're not doing anything in this deadline day. It seems that there's one last bit of interest in Ramon, which I'm going to reject. And also Bocau, which I'm going to reject. Because we need to keep him, don't we? And we got that Sousa deal done, did we? Was his name Sousa? I think it was. No, Cesar. We got this done. He's coming in for 95k. Whether or not he's good enough for 95k, I think it's just worth getting him. Can we talk about FPL deleting all Russian people's teams? That is weird, yeah. It's very difficult to know where the line is on that, isn't it? Very difficult. You're off to Dundee Rangers. Enjoy, Gav. Hope you have a good day out. Why is there still a... I mean, take him. That's fine. Wage expenditure. We are now second on wages. But look at the difference. This is who we're trying to compete with. We've started to spend loads now on wages. But look at the difference. There's £2 million per week difference in wages between Bayern and the team in second. By comparison, there is 1.4 million pounds difference between the team in second and 18th. I think Haaland went to City, which it looks like he's going to do in real life, right? He went to Liverpool in this save. And he's quite good. He's quite good. 105 million. Which I'm just glad because he's not at Dortmund anymore. Where does Haaland always go? City. But he's actually gone to Liverpool in this one. He's decent, yeah. Barca ladies can win the league today. It's March. They're too good. They are too good, yeah. It is sort of like that in real life too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Imagine if you had to play Moukoko and Haaland in one league. Musiala's the problem. Actually, how has Darwin Núñez started as well? That'll be an interesting one. This league, Musiala's the problem. Thomas Muller's really good as well. Thomas Muller starts as their striker, actually. But yeah, Musiala's got 5 in 4 this year. Last year, he got 27 goals all comps. He got 18 in the league. Mainly playing as an attacking midfielder. He's the problem. Because he's only going to get better as well. That's what we're up against. They've also signed Darwin Núñez, who they've barely used since signing. No starts in the league. 1 sub appearance. They played no games with him yet. Keep forgetting about Musiala. There's less media attention on him, but I think he's going to be better than Moukoko. I think you might be right. They are scary good, yeah. They've conceded 6 goals in 24 games. Wow. Sainsbury's renaming Chicken Kievs to Kiev was a highlight. That was a weird one, yeah. When we're talking about where the line is, what is the right thing to do in these situations? That was a weird one, for sure. Cheese Cow, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. Did Milenkovic score any headers? He actually requested a transfer as well. He got 3 goals last year. He'd score so many if we signed him. He's not Brazilian though, is he? I wonder how Zagadu's doing at Lyon. one of these days, there's going to be a game between Lyon and Monaco. And it's going to be Mickey C versus Zagadou in Liga 1.
Follow me.
Oh, no, it's my least favourite day of the year. It's my least favourite day of the year, everybody. This is where, if you'd like to see a grown man become very stressed, we've got Champions League registration time. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right. Auto-select. Who does that leave out? Kelvin, Ramon, Renan, Antonio. We can put more in. Why did that? I didn't even do all of them. Angelo is not under 21 anymore. Oh, no. Oh, no. What do we do here? Who do we not register? Who do we not register? It's not too bad in that the only people missing now, Calvin, Ramon, Renan, which I think we'll have to just deal with. Danilo. Right, one keeper because I don't need to get registered. That's true because I've only registered one. That is all of them, right? Let's put these in. There's just no random ones that have been put in, are there? In fact, if I just do second team, there's none of the second team registered. No. What about the under 23s? Not registered. What about the under 19s? No. Oops. Ugh. Which players are lowest down the hierarchy then? I need to take one out. Do I take Evan Ilson out? I sense some nervous players after registration. Oh yeah. Do I take Bocau out? Like Bocau actually would probably accept it more. Like what I need here on this particular screen is like, can I put like club, general? Can I put like playing time, contract, general? Can I put like playing time on here? I don't know if you can you? Because that would be good. Please look at my messages. Sorry, what did you say? Look at Calvin in case you need a right back. Yeah, I would like Calvin in too. I'm trying to work out. There's two. Like we need all of these basically. That's why they're in the squad. We can't put whether they. Check dynamics for those who are left behind to not destabilize the group. Yeah, true. Yeah, there you go, Ollies. Bocau out for Calvin and up depth up front. It's a shame for Bocau, but I think you might be right. And I think he is future prospect. Like future prospect, I think you get away with a bit more than Calvin, who's been listed as what? Squad player. Is already unhappy probably because he's a fringe player at the moment. Have we got enough centre backs there? Do I need to put Cesar in then? I could take Cesar out and put... Because I still need to take another one out. Renan for centre back. But who do I take out? Take out Cesar? I still need to take one more person out. Like Bremer? Because Renan does that. Bremer could come out. He's barely played. Don't know if I want to. I could do Evan Ilson out. How high up the hierarchy is Evan Ilson? I imagine he's in here. He's in the highly influentials. Anyone else in here that... Yeah, Bremer's highly influential as well, so I can't really do him. Any of these should be able to go. So Calvin's actually low down this. But we don't have a right back. I think these are the guys that have been left out already, right? Rodrigo, Anthony, Leonardo. Centre mid, maybe? Danilo? Was Danilo in? Danilo's not in anyway. Do we leave Marcos Leonardo out? Because he's just that little bit lower down. Calvin is needed. If Caligari gets injured, which happened last time, Calvin is needed. No one else can really play right back, can they? Like if I go... Yeah, look. If we don't have Caligari, we're in the mud. Felipe with his 1 star has to play right back. And then it's Carl Phillip. I think you're right. We're like 1 away from this working, aren't we? We're like 1 away from this working. Whoever's under 23 shouldn't be a problem, but do not let anyone out from the first group in hierarchy. Well, the first group in the hierarchy is... These three are all in. These are all in if we keep Bremer in. Does it need to just be a sacrifice of Leonardo? He's less than 23. He's low down the influential players. He's still influential, but he's lower down. Or do we take the risk and not have Calvin in? Personally, we'd like to see Carl Phillip, yeah. I can't remember, Jackie. I think it was before. I can't remember. I'd go Leonardo. It's a shame because Leonardo is quite good, but I think that might be the way to go. And just promise him. Hello, Tom. How are you? Welcome. Just promise him to register him the next thing and then not. Yeah, leave it and then promise next registration. Let's just check. So Danilo, Bocao, Leonardo, Ramon, Cesar, Vinicius are the ones that miss out. Nobody has said anything yet. Just make sure everybody's registered for the league. Leonardo wants to talk. Oh, he's kept the concerns to himself. Good lad. Do you know what? He's okay with it. Yeah, exactly. You get knocked out and then it's fine. Cardio's on, everybody. Let's see. Anybody unhappy? Just Renan. I think we got away with it. I think we got away with it again. This is such a beat. Ready? Ready? Everybody up! We love cardio. We love cardio in this channel. We got loads of dancing emotes. Loads of them. Loads of them. We love it. Yadar is dancing again. He is. Renan's happy now. That means, on the quiet, there are no player issues within the team. We are winning at dynamics at the moment. For now. At the moment, we are winning in terms of dynamics. And we've done the registration. At the moment, things are going very nicely. What is his morale like? Morale's fairly okay. Has he actually trained well? 7.6. Meh. I can praise his conduct, see if we can get that to go up. Speak about, praise players' conduct. Always try my best. It went up very slightly. I give it to the end of the month. Absolutely. It will definitely not stay like this. But do you know what? For now, we need to enjoy these wins, don't we? Whilst they're here now. Good vibes. Good vibes. The deadline has passed for the transfer window, which is closed. Bayern tried to sign Suarez from Dortmund. Did they manage to? No. That's an interesting one. They tried to take... I mean, that would have mudded Dortmund. I'm glad that they didn't, really. How did you get very good cohesion at the start of the season? Damn, I usually get that down... to only good within the summer transfer window. To be fair, we didn't sign a massive amount of players this year. Like, youngster. We signed 2 first-team players. Because we didn't... You can't really see that, can you? Because we didn't have a massive upheaval with the squad, this has been the one time where our cohesion has stayed quite good. Sometimes that does happen. But like in this particular case, we've been all right with it. We've got a bit... Well, it's not lucky, but we've kind of... Things have stayed the same. Avoid selling the team leaders is my advice. Absolutely that as well, yeah. Leicester signed Emre Can, did they? That is a weird one. We also didn't resell anybody. Like Zagadou went. Cunha went. And then some cheap players went. Loaned a load, look. How's Savio doing now? Still yet to score. Got 2 in the cup though, but he's playing all right. Which is all right. which is all right. Brendan's gone out on loan. We'll see how he does, I guess. See whether we want to sign him after that. We didn't sign Adriel then. We found out that that didn't happen. Adriel will have to wait. Let's just check that Manchester United didn't. I don't think they did because I didn't see it in the thing. Still got his release clause in there. Annoying though, like I can't now interact with the club or anything, but it just didn't, nothing happened with it. Unless it comes through later. It's weird. I think we might maybe just broke it a bit. I'm not sure. How did you manage to get Mbappe on Newcastle? He was without a club. Yes. Yes. Because his contract is up, like it is. We started at the end of... In the Newcastle one, we started halfway through the season. So it was when he went... He goes out of contract second season. So yeah. Angelo has trained well as well. Good stuff. Let's praise you again. Keep going. Vinicius trained well, but not as well. They're all terrible. Anyone else train badly here? No. What is the good feeling around this club at the moment? We've got nobody in the first team that's training poorly. We've got our youngsters training brilliantly. We've won all 3 of our league games so far. What's going to happen at Bayer? At Bayer Leverkusen? You can check the due date of homegrown players in the squad filters. You can, yes. Well, I know that we're quite a while away at the moment still, though, Polsey. But yes. Don't close this tab. Luck modifiers flying. Yeah, you just know you're losing the next game. Exactly. Exactly, right? Things are too happy. Suspiciously happy. Yeah. FM has ears. We shouldn't be mentioning these things, should we? But I feel like you kind of have to for a stream, don't you? We'll see. We've got Leverkusen next. Kokota has played for... Kokota's in the Worms under-19s team. Playing Trier under-19s. Why are all of our players gone out on loan to play in the clubs that they're on loan that they're under-19s team? They could just play here in the under-19s team. Did you even play well? No. Yeah, Speedy. I hope not. We're at home as well, so I'm hoping that we just continue the charge. Justice for Kokota. Yeah, we might need to recall him. International roundup. We've had Brazil games going on in this little international break. They played Peru in qualifying. Teles, Bruno, Paqueta played, and Teles. Oh yeah, I've said Teles. That doesn't seem like all of our players. They lost as well. Where were the rest of our players? Is Pav Fancy coming back yet? We should check, actually. Any of the staff. Where's the rest of our players? On the bench. Give it a go. Martinelli on the bench. Gabriel on the bench. Militao starting. I'd like to sign Militao at some point. That'd be nice. I think he's a bit too expensive, though. Not wanting a Neto injury, but if he does get injured, me in the Champions League is a thing. This is true. What have I clicked on here? Why am I generating a match report? I don't want to see the goals in Peru, Brazil. I mean, that should make them want me to... They'll think I'm very interested. The fact I've gone there to watch those. Maybe get me the job. We are 150 to 1 to win the Champions League. By comparison, Bayern Munich are second favourites. So that's what we're up against in the league and the Champions League. Most believe we should be merely looking to keep the results respectable. When's Neymar come in? When's his contract up? 2 years. He's still got 2 years left and he's 32. How do we get him at Malvern? We'll give him a scout. Let me know what you think of him. Scouts? Yeah, I'd like to sign Neymar. That'd be good. I actually finished my coffee today. This is madness. What a day we're having. Neymar is the he'd be so good, wouldn't he? That would be so good. I don't know. He might get too old and we might miss it, I think. I hope not. There's the Champions League top goal scorer odds in there. None of our players were in it. He was 95 at Malvern. He was. At Malvern, we had Salah. We had Neymar. We had Mane for a bit. We had Dries Mertens. Actually, was Mertens Hereford or Malvern? It might have been Hereford, actually. I can't remember. I think you'll be dumped into the Europa League and win that trophy, keeping the faith. Yeah, I mean, last year, that's what we kind of planned to do. And guess who we had in the final? Newcastle, and they were brilliant, and we lost 4-0. So that was the plan last year. Then we got Newcastle. Were actually really good and had a really good team. Zaniolo and Bentancur scored twice. Look. Oh yeah, Lewandowski as well. That was a thing at Malvern. What a day. Squad morale good. Training's going well. 3 wins in the league, and Clayton finishes a coffee. I don't know what's going on here, Speedy. Anthony started brilliantly, Juag. He missed the last game with injury, but in his 4 games so far, 2 games in the league, 3 goals, 1 assist. 4 games, all competitions, 3 goals, 4 assists. So he started quite well. I'd like him to keep that going. 800k a week, his contract is going to financially ruin you. Yeah, I don't think we'll spend. I don't think we'll put him on 800k a week. Hopefully he comes down when his contract's up, which does happen. I think we had Neymar on like... What was Neymar on at Malvern? I bet there's a screenshot somewhere where we could find it. This time we played... Martinelli got a game in the next game. So did Paqueta. I respect you didn't conveniently suffer a power cut and have to replay the Newcastle game. Yeah. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? We actually did have a power cut yesterday. We came back yesterday and OG members of the chat will remember this. Do you remember when we were streaming once and Kat came in with a bucket and she was saying the roof is leaking? Does anyone remember this? It was a while ago now, but some of you remember. Leonie remembers. We had the same thing yesterday. I think it's when... I don't know if it's like if upstairs, like just sometimes when they use the washing machine or if they cut off the washing machine, but like their pipes all leak and it comes through our light in the hallway. Like there's a hole. Let me show you, see if I can show you a picture. Like in the hallway, we've got a light and it fills up the light. It's like a disc light that's on the ceiling and it fills up with water and then it obviously trips the fuse and then we have no electricity. We came back and it did that again. So we're having a lovely time. Right. This kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Hopefully you will. This is what we came back to yesterday that I had to then sort out. Can you see? That is the light there. That there is a stream of water. That is a stream of water coming through our ceiling. Through a little hole. So that was good. Enjoyed that. That can't be good. No, that was not a cable. That's a stream of like muddy type water. Yes, I can't wait to move. But yeah, so that happened again yesterday. Especially as it goes into a light as well. The landlord probably wants to get that fixed. Well, they're not that interested apparently. They're like, oh, it's fine. I'm not sure it is fine. I did. Oh yeah. I was talking to the upstairs neighbours, didn't I? Wearing the Pulis cap. Wearing the Pulis hat. Yeah, that was it. Wearing a little Hertha Berlin hat. All I can find of Neymar's contract is he was on 2.2k per week. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's true. I think we got him on 2.2k per week. Ridiculous. Right, we've got a game. It is against Bayer Leverkusen. With everything going swimmingly currently, we've got a big game. I'm going to put Angelo back up front and we're going to bring Anthony back into the side. We'll put him on the bench. Evan Ilson drops out. We probably should have sold Evan Ilson, shouldn't we? He's not even on the bench now because Bocau's on the bench. I don't think we need to change anything else. Excuse me. Marcus Antonio is the one that's not getting the ratings. Rodrigo as well. But we're winning, so I think we leave it. I would say bring back the hat, but you can't. No. I mean, we could get a different hat, couldn't we? But I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather not, to be honest. It was too much. Glasses, headphones, hat was way too much going on my head. Right, we're proceeding to the match. We are playing Bayer Leverkusen at home in the Bundesliga. Let's get ourselves ready. Can we get ourselves a 4th win from 4? Let's say that. Let's do a pump of the fists as well. See if we can get some green. Get some greens. Nope. Don't worry about it then. A week. Nope, that was for a week. On less than what Yambo was more than likely on. Oh, 100% he was, yeah. He was 36, I think, or 37. I saved all my points for a full Hertha hat 24-hour stream. Yes, you did. I did a 24-hour stream and had that Hertha hat on for most of it. So ridiculous. We're underway. Highlight inside the first 3 minutes then. There's me in my lovely yellow outfit. Look, Brazil themed. I don't know why I picked that. Marcos Antonio's in. Oh my word. What is that finish? What is that? Yeah, Igor, it does. It does. What an old school throwback, Igor. I love it. It is very much Igor Killman vibes. It is. Angelo, he scored again. Samba. I was also wearing a full kit for that 24-hour stream as well, wasn't I? Because that was one of the things. The charity forfeits was to wear a full kit. And I was just wearing I had Hertha Berlin socks on. I guess I could still do a full kit now. Next final we get to. Shall I not wear... Shall I put a full Hertha kit on instead? Those shorts were... I could only get shorts that were slightly too small as well. So I did a 24-hour stream on shorts that were very, very tight around the thighs. Basically hot pants. Which nobody asked for and needed to see. What a goal that is from Marcos Paulo, by the way. I bet he's Brazilian. He seems Brazilian. You need to wear a suit and tie for the final. I think we go John Terry for the next final. Can't forget Dirk. You can't, Igor. Dirk and Igor are the OGs. Marcos Antonio's lost that as well. It's his mistake. Are you Brazilian? He's Brazilian and scored a worldie. He's got a lot of value. He's a bit Evan Nilsson, isn't he? But only right-footed. He's not as good as Evan Nilsson. I don't think we will be signing him. If there is a next final. That's true as we concede to Bayer Leverkusen. This is true. Let's encourage again. At least we'd already had the lead. At least we have a chance from a corner now. Tellez in towards Gabriel. I didn't change the corners. For Pete's sake. Right, reminder. It's demolishing your mental state, is it, Trago? Nice. It does do that, doesn't it? I hope there's a recovery and they do better soon. Reminder after this game, please, to sort out the set pieces. Rodrigo's in behind. He could cross this. He's open. It's Martinelli, I think. Oh, it's a good block from the defender. He was open in there for a little bit. My college team at uni won a cup last week and someone did the John Terry kit change for the trophy lift. I love it. I respect the hustle. Only 2 seasons off, getting Neymar going off that script. Really? That's mental. Yeah, Eagle, that did happen as well. I heard there's a handy notebook feature. We could do that. I don't think that'll help right now, though, will it? But yeah, I could do that. Antonio, can you score, please? We're getting they've got a very deep defensive line. We're kind of getting into the box and then they've still got a defender back. Dortmund are losing. Corner. Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli scores from the corner. Doesn't matter. Don't change them.
You're my boy.
Don't change them.
You're my boy. You're my Gabby boy.
Ow! Don't change them. That would make sense, Ollie. Yeah, it's when he's 36 then. He gets the rebound and smashes it in near post. We're back in front. I'm going to say a bit of praise. Bayern Munich are 3-0 up in the first half. They're a joke. They're a train that you cannot stop. A tram that you cannot stop. They've gone back to the keeper here. We look a bit open at the back. Caligari, don't do anything silly. Neto, don't boot it to them. Win the flick on somebody. Martinelli doesn't. Peak Esposito. Oh, Esposito was a dream in that save, wasn't he? I think he scored 50 in one season. He was a dream. Rodrigo, ball over the top. No, make your run. Make your run, Angelo. He's got the ball. He didn't make his run. We've got a midfield run from Antonio, I think, instead. It's Rodrigo, in fact. Cross it! Cross it! He did follow Bianchi to Chelsea. He did. Big money, though, for both of them. That should have been 3. Anthony's got a knock. Is that his same injury back? I think I might change him at half-time rather than risk this. Because it means we can bring on... Let's bring on Vinicius. Do you know what? We're going to give Leonardo a go. Hasn't played that yet this year. We're going to bring him on. I'd sub him. I'm going to sub him to avoid an injury, basically. We've got the lead and we've got great options on the bench, haven't we? So I'm going to bring on Leonardo on that side. I think he'll do a job. Whenever he's played, he usually scores, Leonardo. Did also miss a big open goal once, though, didn't he? We've gone back to the keeper there. Neto's going to go to Felipe. Caligari. Good run from... Who's on that side now? Angelo, isn't it? Caligari's just going to cross it. Leonardo, Rodrigo, Martinelli is onside. It's 3-1.
Gabby, 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 Gabby.
You're my boy. You're my boy. You're my Gabby boy. Ow! Microwave Coffee, thank you for the follow. And Nilas, I remember last time, that's how you told me to say it. Nilas, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, my friend. Caligari, great cross. Rodrigo gets the assist with the header on. I don't know if he'd gone for goal or not. But Martinelli taps in at that same corner. And we're 3-1 up. 2-goal. Is it time? Maybe it's a bit too tight. But we could do a Bocau sub again. Ooh, 2-2 in the Dortmund game as well now. We could maybe get Bocau on if they don't make it to 3-2 here, which they do. Bocau might need to sit back down. Yeah, Microwave Coffee is followed, so thank you. I don't even own a microwave. Me neither, actually. I guess people warm up their hot drinks in the microwave, don't they? Rather than make it. Americans make their stuff in the microwave. That should be a goal. He was onside as well. Was it Caligari at the back post? I think so. Don't know, Bait. It could be either. I wouldn't blame you if it was related to that. Don't do this. Frimpong's got the ball there on the attack. Good tackle. Antonio, win your tackles. He does. He loses it again. Oh, dear. This is 3-3. If this doesn't go in, I'm going to make a change. We'll go to the back three because I'm not liking the way they're getting in behind us. Which they're in behind us. I knew it. He's onside as well. I knew it. It's 3-3. Antonio's played terribly. It doesn't reflect in his rating, but he's played terribly. We need another goal after being 3-1 up. What we're going to do is probably this. Get Rodrigo off. I don't mind bringing Cesar on. I think he's good enough. But getting that extra defender in. I don't want to lose this game from here. Could do Paqueta for Antonio as well then. We're going to do that. It means no Bocau today. We've actually got a highlight on the go now. If Paqueta could do anything, that would be nice. Tellez down the left. Into Leonardo from the left now. It's a good... Was it a long cross? A far cross? Antonio! Oh, he's put it wide. That would have been a good time to do that because you're about to come off. Now encourage. Don't blow this. 3-1 up to blow this. We've had 19 shots. They've had 4. They've had 3 on target and scored 3. You know that this means we're going to have less chances, don't you? We're going to do this for the end. That's actually, I'm going to leave it.
Oh, thank you.
Stacks!
Stacks resubscribed.
Said at the same time as me. Thank you very much for the 3 months, Stacks. Appreciate you, buddy. You've just got a new sub badge. Appreciate you, dude. Netto rating at 6.3. Oh, my lord. Yeah, his boys conceded in all shots on target so far. Oh, don't lose it there, Bruno. He didn't. A goal now would be good. Leonardo off the bench. It's blocked. How is that even a highlight? How was that even a highlight? Seriously? Why are you showing me that? Why are you showing me that? 100% in front of the goal. I know. We knew this was going to happen. It was going too well, wasn't it? We've given that away. We've given that away. There's one man. They can't surely score from here. They've started to pile some men forward now. Good from whoever that is. Who was it? Angelo. He's won the ball back. That's a terrible pass. What are we even doing with this forcing? I guess because we're very attacking. Just forcing passes to nobody. I feel scared about what FM is about to do to me. It's so predictable, this game. It's so predictable, this game. Maybe it's not, because we've got it on the attack. Angelo to win it. Look at the space. Put it in that corner. He does. He does. We're in the lead again with added time to play. What was the goalkeeper's positioning? Please watch this goal. Please watch this goal and watch where the keeper positions himself. How unpredictable. Watch his positioning. Why would you stand there? Why would you stand there? He's gone and stood outside of his goal. He's like, put it in that corner, I reckon. Angelo just sneaks it in that corner as well. Wow. We need to very quickly lock this game down from here as well. Franchino Jr. would never know. 6 minutes added on. Flipping heck. Let's just do this. 6 minutes added on. How very predictable, FM. Oh, no. Oh, no. Another goal be good. Flipping out. Look at them all tackling me.
Follow me. Okay.
I love that pass. I love that pass. That's actually fine. Attack is the best form of defense. I learned in FM. We're very much not defensive here still, by the way. We're just slightly less attacking, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I've not gone defensive because going defensive is just suicide. It's too many highlights for me here. We also hit the bar there just to wrap this game up and didn't score. So there's space in behind if you play this properly. That's over hit. Drakovski's going to have to go long here, though. We should win it back. We don't. Yusuf Poulsen's good in the air. Oh, no. He's onside, I think. They've scored. We hit the bar and they've scored. Do you know when FM just decides? It just decides. Neto poor, but Gabriel also poor. Like, just FM decides. Didn't you know it was going to do this because of how many highlights there was in added time? He's easily on site. We're going to draw 4-4. That's it. You know what? Now look, no highlights. No highlights. We scored on 90 and still didn't win. We had 26 shots. They scored from every shot on target. They just decided, yeah, Gabriel just didn't play the line. Look at the stats. Football Manager just listens. It listens. Because we said everything's going too well. FM's been watching too much Art Attack because it just wants to draw. I think you're right. Neto 6.2. I think that's just what... If you concede all of your shots on target, I think you get a poor rating. He didn't make any saves, did he? So that's why he got a poor rating. I don't actually think the last one was his fault because they always score like that. That always happens. It wasn't as bad as their goalkeepers. We go level with Bayern then, who have also dropped points. We're also level with Dortmund and Mainz, who were the top 4 last year as well. Oh dear. I'm embarrassed, is what I've told them there. God. Didn't I say it was predictable? It's predictable in the most unpredictable way ever. Everyone who says drop Neto next game, say aye. For who? For Ollie Franchino Jr. Bruised ankle. What did he have last time? Is his injury thing a bit of an issue? Doesn't seem to be. It's not in his report, but he's now had 2 injuries already. Only small ones, but yeah. I'd be halfway through deleting my PC in rage by now. Creds to you for keeping your cool. No one likes watching that. Maybe people do, but I absolutely hate it when I'm like upset by the game. It's a game. You play enough FM, you expect these things to happen. Literally, I wanted to change the system when that highlight was on because I knew they if they didn't score, I knew we were lucky that they didn't score. You sometimes have to just tempt it to happen. Like, we all play this game, we all know how it works. So like getting upset with it is just like, it's a bit embarrassing, really, isn't it? So yeah, I just don't anymore. You wouldn't throw chairs around off camera. Nah, I probably wouldn't, to be fair. I think off camera probably less though. Off camera you can just walk away. On stream it's way worse because you're frustrated and you're trying to work out how you can like not come across as really frustrated. Like, that's way worse, I think. You wouldn't steal a policeman's hat. You wouldn't, pirate. You wouldn't steal a car. Is that Allison actually more realistic? What, than Edison, you mean? I don't think either of them are able. We can't sign either. I sit here watching a highlight saying to myself, yeah, I'm getting FM'd here and just accept it. Exactly, Luke. Exactly. I think that's what you have to do. Sometimes you will get FM'd. Sometimes you'll have games like this one where you score 4 and concede 4 shots on target and draw 4-4. It happens. You'll have more possession, better passing, less fouls, more corners, better XG, more shots on target and more shots. You'll be superior in every match stat. and you won't win the game. Your average rating will be better than the other teams, etc, etc, etc. But you won't win the game because FM decides. There we go. Ataydi played 77 minutes as a winger for Frankfurt. Not really sure that's why we're waiting to be playing, but you are developing nicely, so that's probably okay. You're playing games in the Bundesliga too. Ney has played 17 minutes. Tavares played 65. Nilas! Thank you very much for the brand new tier 1. Chat, show some love. We love a brand new sub over here, and Nilas has come in clutch with it. Hope this makes you feel better. It does. Thank you. That's actually what you need to do, chat, I think. If we lose the game, I think you should all do subs to make me feel better. That was kind of makes me want to lose games then. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, thank you, Neil. I appreciate you, buddy. Malhas, thank you for the follow as well. And Nosaurus. Leonie just said no to that. Fair enough. Patati played 90. That's good. Did they win? Oh, they drew 2-2. How many of our players were in this side for Paderborn? Patati, Tavares to 2. Any on the bench? Newerton was on the bench. We've got a fair few players at Paderborn on loan. They are our feeder club, aren't they? So you expect that. How many are there? Only 3 of them are there. So they're all involved in the squads. That's good. Martinelli shines. He did get 2 goals and an assist. I need to do the set pieces.
Okay.
I need to do the set pieces. Corners. Attacking. I want you to go... Can you go there? I want... Annoyingly... Oh, I'll just move him and then move him to there. I want you to be there and then swap you. I also need to do... That's actually set up right, isn't it? Oh, and put you... Are we going to be starting this team next time? Thank you, Traincar. You put any money on Hertha on my games? Hertha is becoming rich. Have I put any money on them? I haven't put any money on them, no. Elanian. You drew anyway. We did draw, yeah, true. Despite scoring 2 from corners, I know. And Martinelli scoring 1 of them from the near post. Are we... If Vinicius is playing, I want him there. If not, I guess Martinelli being there is right. We want... We don't actually have that many tall players anymore, do we? We've got a 6 foot here, so maybe you should be... Maybe you should be in the box, actually, and we have you lurking. I don't... Maybe not. Don't forget you need a bench keeper. I know, all right. Are they actually been booed? Wow. True love. Right, that's better. You can go in. Did I change that on that side, actually? Yes. You the near post instead of you. That's like that, I think. Let's do it like that. PSG's 1 more stars team that failed like Galacticos. Yeah. Yeah. Getting booed for going out of the Champions League. Sessionaldo. Thank you for the follow. What a name. Hope you're good, my friend. Appreciate you dropping a follow. Anybody who's here, enjoying the stream, having a good time today, but not yet followed the channel, make sure you follow. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate it. You get a notification when we go live then, don't you? So we'll be live when we go live again, which will be probably next weekend. If not midweek at some point. I would like to try and do that as always, but hard work with work, that's all. So yeah, but keep an eye out for that. I'll try and let you know if there's a plan to stream midweek on Wednesday, for example. Chichi Boy, appreciate you. And Carlo, thank you for the follows. Nice one, lads. Nice one. Scouter. Lenny, what is that noise? Lenny just woke up and did a big yawn that sounded very weird. You alright? Lenny, do you want to come here? Do you want to go on the camera? No, he's in his bed. He's awake now, though. He might well come and scratch in my chair, and if he does, I'll get him on. We'll have a look. We'll see him. Musiala scouted by... Oh, good. Let's hope, old dirty dog. If Musiala can go, if people can take all of Bayern's players, that would be good. That would be really good. Hot take, Messi doesn't like football anymore and should retire. Yeah. Even if it's just a little bit less than before, he's lost a bit of his edge, isn't he? He doesn't want to be at PSG. Clearly, he wants... Like, Messi could either go back to Barca and he'd be happy again, or he should retire. I think you're probably right. I don't know if it's a hot take. I think it's a fairly calm take. I don't think any manager can win PSG the Champions League with that laziness in the team. Tuchel doing it with Chelsea after failing with PSG should have been eye-opening. Yeah, Yeah, maybe actually. I just wonder if it's just the lack of competition. Like, oh, we've got the intake coming up soon, by the way. Like, you play the French league and then go and having to get players up to it works in both ways. Like, they don't have that. It's a room temperature take. It is, I think. I think people always talk about it's like they haven't got that competition throughout the season and then they're expected to do it in the big games. I actually think it's Bayern have a lack of competition though. I think there's still like levels to it though, Otto. And also Bayern have been doing it long enough that like it's a bit more settled. Bayern to me seems a bit more like composed. Whereas PSG, I don't think it's the lack of competition. I think it's actually expectation. I think it's they put so much and they try and motivate so much for those big Champions League games that then when things don't go well, they fall apart. I think they put so much on it that they actually like that mentally break themselves. Like it's possible to go too far or to overdo it. And also, yeah, the pressure on Bayern isn't there because Bayern Munich have won them. They've done it. PSG, it's like they should be doing it, but they never have. Or like this PSG regime. It's like the monkey on PSG's back. Exactly. That's what I think anyway. I don't know. Because you see them. You literally see the players how up for it. Even for the group stage games. Like I remember when Liverpool played PSG in a group stage game a couple of seasons back. And my word, were they up for it. Like they played brilliantly, but they were like snapping into tackles. A group stage game. Liverpool like... It was when Firmino scored late to win. I think it's 3-2. Liverpool were like, what's going on here? Like, this is a group stage game. But because it was the Champions League, that this was everything for, like, PSG. Like, literally, they can go and win the league without half their players, can't they? Like, they were up for it. And Liverpool were like, well, no, we had a bigger game at the weekend. And we played, like, Burnley away. But, like, for us, that's a bigger game than this. That can go, but I think that's what's killing them. I think it goes so far the other way. Also, the way the makeup of their team is, it's very difficult to go and sign all of these massive egos, massive, like worldwide known superstars and turn them into a coherent team. The best teams in the world have a foundation of being a really top team, and then they add a couple of sprinkling of magic of brilliant players. Like even the Real Madrid teams that were winning it like back to back to back, like a few years ago, they had like players like Lucas Vasquez, for example. I don't know if he was actually involved, but he's like my example of that type of player that like probably wouldn't be great in lots of other teams, but they have to be involved. They have to be in there. As soon as you try and get superstars in every position, egos becomes an issue. Nacho, there you go. There's another example of one. As soon as you get that throughout the whole team, ego is such a big deal. It is a bit like United to a lesser extent. United still have those players, to be fair, like McTominay, but I don't know. They haven't got the system in place, I don't think, that kills them. Yeah. The youth intake is very soon. I just got I just saw it on my... If you go here, look. It now comes up on my calendar. Where is it? Is it on here? I just saw it on the... You know when you continue, it comes up. Maybe it's not on your calendar. It should be here, shouldn't it? So it's not. It comes up when I continue here, though, look. There. There's a note. Neymar is a big flop. I don't know if Neymar's flopped. I think Neymar kind of like... Neymar's been quite good, really. Maybe he's flopped for what you expected. Expectations were quite high, weren't they? Do you think Ferguson underachieved in the Champions League? Possibly. Possibly, yeah. But then again, like... It wasn't like loads of... maybe he did. Considering like Benitez in the Champions League was... almost as successful as Ferguson, almost. Like, how many did Ferguson win? 2, right? 99 and 2008. Benitez took Liverpool to 2 Champions League finals. I know United lost a final. Did United lose a final as well? To Barca, right? So it wasn't far off that record. This is the first Champions League where he didn't make one. Champions League was far more competitive. I think that's also true that there's probably more teams that could win it. Potentially, rather than now where you'd be surprised if it wasn't like one of like 4 teams, whereas like I don't know, is it It's hard to say, isn't it? Those things are very difficult to compare. We've got a Champions League game, by the way. This is going to be interesting with all the players we can't pick. He lost twice to Barca, did he? So in terms of winning, we're like, say Liverpool beat Milan in the second Champions League final, which they should have done. Like, if anything, that was a better Liverpool team than the first one. Milan were really good in 2008 as well, though. Liverpool probably should have won that final, though. And they'd have Benitez would have the same Champions League win record as Ferguson. And Ferguson had a whole era, didn't he? How much did you pay for Angelo? We paid 7.5 mil. How 2005's Liverpool beat that Milan team is absolutely mental, isn't it? That team was godlike. It was, yeah. Right, let's do a pick of this. Let's sort this team out. We are going to bring Angelo back in for Evan Nilsson and do that, I think. Otherwise, that is the first team squad. We've got Luis Felipe a bit tired, so Bremer comes in. Are we at home here? We're away. Should we go? We're away at Zenit. Now what do you think we should do, chat? Fergie won a Cup Winners' Cup with Aberdeen, to be fair. Well, there you go. Need to head off. All good, Leonie. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you soon. Ferguson got knocked out by teams like Porto, Monaco, Leverkusen with teams that dominate. Yeah, he did. It's an interesting point, actually. It's not something I've ever thought about, but you are right. Should we go with this? Should we go with the wrench? You on the bench. Which squad are you in? On my way, on my way. Sorry, Vinicius, you're out. I can actually put some of these other players on the bench instead as well, can't I? Like, who's quite good? Schwanke was quite good, wasn't he? Conor Garrett, they're knackered, all these players. Oh, Chaka's good, I think. Let's get him on the bench as well, might as well. Play the English geezer. What, Conor Garrett? He's a bit tired for it as well. He's actually okay for a 17-year-old. He's my illegitimate son, apparently. But he's a bit tired. Shall I go with the wrench or shall I go with this? It doesn't change really too much in who I pick. It's just whether Angelo starts. And this lads is why you never want a loan, so you can be on the bench, yeah. The 2008 one, wasn't it, James? I think that Liverpool team should have won. Yeah, I agree. They should have won that final. And that's the one they lost. Start Angelo. I want to start Angelo. Did you just come back from injury, Anthony? We could start Angelo wide and do that and then start. We haven't actually, do you know what? We're going to go back to this. We're going to go back to this because we don't really have the defense. We'd have to have Felipe who's injured. We haven't really got our 3 centre backs for this, have we? So we're going to do that. You need a number. I can't give you 37. That's Igor Killman's number. You can have 29. Oh yeah, sorry, it was 2007, wasn't it? It was 2007. You're right. 2008 was when United won it. Yeah, you're right. There was no right to win it in 2005. No, you're right. They've got Chris Mepham. Zenit St. Petersburg have Chris Mepham at centre-back here, which I like. He's very good on FM, Chris Mepham. I don't quite know why he's as good as he is, but he's really good, look. Really good. Crouch did deserve a Champions League medal. For that Champions League campaign, he did deserve one. He scored like the Besiktas overhead kick and stuff that year, didn't he? 2007 was the year that the last Brazilian won the Best Player of the Year award. Kaká, there you go. The Ballon d'Or, yeah. Pre-gaming, thank you for the follow before as well. Appreciate you, buddy. Corner for us, Gabriel, with the new corner setup. Hopefully we score some of these. He's gone for another corner. We'll see if this is still a highlight. We still might score from one. Bremer over. Bremer back in the team. Hasn't played for a while. Kind of fallen down the pecking order with only 2 centre-backs being picked. If he plays well, maybe he comes in for Felipe. Scott Costin coming on and being the only UCL winner on the pitch was a highlight midweek. Yep. That was a weird one. Yep. Alonso. That's not his name. Antonio Martinelli's in. Oh, finish from Martinelli. Gabby.
Gabby.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
Okay.
You're my Gabby boy. Ow. We're in the wrong place as well. We need to go. Oh, my word. I pressed the wrong button, which luckily it didn't work. We need to go over here, don't we?
Follow me. Okay. Brother.
Gabby scores a lovely goal there. Smashes it in. Kaka's pass to Crespo in the first like few minutes. No, was it third goal? I think that was the third goal, wasn't it? Oh, that is a beauty. Crespo's finish is beautiful as well. The little dink. Mezap, thank you for the follow. And Deluxe, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you both. Hope you're both well. Yeah, I think that was the third. I was there as a... I think I was 13. Very nervous. So FM gets quite slow in 2073. Who would have thought? Yep. Is there any way you can like negate that? Can you like unload some leagues maybe, I guess? Because I can imagine that'd be very slow. Also, has anybody found this? Because I've seen quite a lot of people talking about this. Has anyone been finding that their FM is running a lot slower since the update? I think he's off. It's a good save anyway. He was offside. Has anyone noticed their FM has got a lot slower since the winter update? I've seen quite a few people talking about that. And I'd like to... I wonder if anyone else has noticed. Off the bar from Anthony. Ah, Tony. The Brazilian Tony. Good tackle, Caligari. It'd be good to get an away win here, because this is like the dodgy one. We should beat Zenit home and away, but winning the away one is a bit dodgy. Yeah, Defo, I think RDF tweeted about it, did he, this morning? So, no, same speeds on a MacBook Air. Have they fixed the zoom window resetting? I don't know, actually. I don't change the resolutions or anything, Nikki, so I don't know. They seem to have fixed the squads, though, in the tablet, in the match day tablet, with the squads and your selections changing. That seems to have been fixed. What do you think of Pedro the forward on Flamengo or Barbosa? I really like Pedro on FM. I really like him. I wanted to sign him in this save. Barbosa, I avoided signing. We really nearly did, and then I avoided because I think he's bad vibes. I think he's quite good in real life, though. Angelo! Oh, put it wide. It's still at FM21 speed, so it's not too bad. Okay. But you have noticed it's changed. Interesting. Interesting. Corner, Bremer, goal. There's that set piece change. Bremer heads in. 2-0. Good. This is what we like. Remember when Zenit won the UEFA Cup versus Rangers? Arshavin burst onto the scene, yeah. Wasn't a young player, but really didn't see hidden gems. You don't see hidden gems like that come out. And then he was brilliant in the... Was it the Euros? In that summer? In 2008? It's the one that England didn't qualify for. And I watched every game. Like, it's a weird one to think now. I don't know if I would now, but I probably would. But, like, as what? 17 years old, I watched every game. You have some of the stories, yeah. Endrick, we did actually look at. He is on here, Elanian. He's just gone on loan to somebody. And we did look at Endrick. Oh, no. Sorry, that's a different Endrick you're talking about. Endrick is the 15-year-old, right? He's not on the database. But he is the one who's, like, being very highly touted at the moment, isn't he? That Endrick. When the update came out, I looked for him straight away to see if we needed to do a video about him. Yeah, that was Wally with the Broly. Croatia, wasn't it? How has that not gone in? And then did nothing unless he was playing Liverpool. Yeah, doing that. Yossi Benayoun was the real star of that game anyway. Wally with the Broly. Those were dark times, weren't they? Compared to where the England team is these days. But I'm not sure we've got that many better players. But compared to where the England team was then and where it was now. Where it is now. Those Hodgson years. Those dross. Bleak. When I think of the Hodgson era at both Liverpool and England. The colour grey is all I think about. Raining. Respect Southgate. Yeah, we've talked a lot about Southgate. We've talked a lot about Southgate, that I still don't necessarily rate him as a manager, but as a tactical manager, but as a man manager, and it's a huge part of football is the motivation part and the belief part of things. That's why Jurgen Klopp references it absolutely every time he speaks to the press. It's belief. First thing he said when he came in at Liverpool. In terms of that, he seems to have got it down. He seems like a good bloke, and he can get the best out of players. And if he surrounds himself with what I think are tactically, adept people, I think that's what he's done. I think that's why England have come a long way. Boys. Oh, God, Steve McLaren as well. Steve McLaren. Has Clay's ever made a creative team and worked his way up through the divisions? No, Arthur. It is something we discussed for this year. we thought about making Hertha Brazil. Like, that's kind of what we've done with Hertha Brazil, is because we discussed doing a creator club. It's something we might do in the future, but we will see. Steve Holland, the brains. Yeah, exactly. Bringing in people who are good behind the scenes. He's both a great bloke and a bit of... Yeah. No, actually, Microwave, I agree with you. He's a bit cringe sometimes, but he seems to be working. I know what you mean completely by what you're saying. And I think that's kind of what you need. It's what Brendan Rodgers has about him as well. Like, when he gets success out of players, he's an idiot. Like, he's somebody who is, like, very unlikable at times, but also very likable at times. I don't know how to describe it, but I think you're right. Jake Livermore got capped in those days. It was bleak, yeah. That really sums it up, doesn't it? Harry Kane on corners and... Oh, my words. So true. We've given away a penalty, by the way. I think Bremer just gave it. Oh, it's Gabriel gave it away. Makes him really likable and relatable. Yeah, that was stupid by Gabriel. Steve McLaren's Broly, yeah. Roger's a real-life Brent. He is. He does seem to be. You hear lots of stories. Although, I listen to people like on like Under the Kosh talking about Rogers, and I'm like, that you have made that up, though. Like, who was it? Someone did one recently. You saved that pen, probably. And I was like, well, that definitely didn't happen the exact way you're talking about it. I don't know. If you didn't listen to that, that makes no sense if you've not seen that. But there was a ex-player, the Gucci belt story. Yeah. He definitely didn't do it the way... Yeah, Polsey, that's right. It was it wasn't down... Yeah, it was Matt Mills. It was Matt Mills. Matt Mills was talking about his time. And Matt Mills came across like an absolute idiot, in my opinion, in that. Maybe it was clipped up. Maybe it was taken out of context. But in that particular clip I saw, he was talking about... He's like, Rogers, he's an idiot, blah, blah, blah. He's like, once I was talking to him about football and he stopped me mid-sentence, pointed at his belt and said, Gucci belt. I was like, no, he didn't. He definitely didn't. Like, I'm sure Rogers is a weird bloke, but he definitely didn't do that. So, I think, I honestly, I watched it. I was like, you're a knob. We say that a lot, right? Don't be a knob. And he was. He was a bit of a wet wipe. Good. I'm glad that you agree, because do you know what? I saw it, I think, in a TikTok clip. I feel like this chat, we're very much on the same page, and I'm glad. Because I think it's against a lot of the wider discourse. What is Matt Mills? Yeah. The comments on that TikTok were people slating Brendan Rodgers and laughing with Matt Mills. And I was like, are you not seeing this for what it is? That like, he's clearly made this up and is like just slating somebody who didn't rate him as a footballer. You know, I genuinely have no idea. Nor did I before I watched that clip. So yeah, I'm with you, Nikki. Don't worry. And I was like, it's just like a football Twitter opinion thing, and it's like I don't know. It's a wider conversation for sure about that. But these people genuinely, like, that's their feelings on these, and they think it. He's basically a bang average championship player. Yeah. He was at Leicester, I think, for a bit, wasn't he? Oh dear, football Twitter. Exactly. I think death to football Twitter. I've not made any subs, by the way. It's the 85th minute. We are 3-1 up, though. We are going to win the game, so maybe it's worth it. I do probably need to rest the team after this, though. Let's do Vinicius for Martinelli. Renan can have a little run out for Gabriel, who gave away the pen. Let's do Ollie French Jr. for Neto for the end. We're 3-1 up. I think we're safe to do so. What about... That's what every person says about their zone of Twitter. So basically death to Twitter. That's what every person says about their zone of Twitter. What do you mean? No, I think that's what I'm saying is a very different group of people on Twitter. That it's not like... I'm not saying my group of Twitter is better. I'm saying... football Twitter is a stain on society. It was actually, Nikki. I really enjoyed the Trippier one. It was very interesting to see a footballer talk so candidly whilst being a functioning, playing footballer, right? And I didn't think I'd like Kieran Trippier. But I was like, I've started doing this, by the way. I think in the past, I don't listen to podcasts if it's people that I don't think I like. Trippier came across really sound. I actually think he opened up quite a lot as it went through, and he did seem sound. And actually, he was quite good on it, like quite good at answering questions openly, but also he didn't slag anybody off. He didn't like, obviously he's still playing, so he had to be really careful around things, but I don't think he shied away from like answering questions. I actually think he answered them quite cleverly. I've heard stories of him. I've known he'd be sound. That's interesting, because I don't know why I didn't like him. Probably because he doesn't play for Liverpool, right? It's the only bit that annoyed me was when he was moaning about the penalty in the Champions League final. He's always a good interview at Spurs. I'm sure, yeah. And to be fair, it probably wasn't a penalty, but like when he acknowledged St. Maximin not always being great, paraphrasing. Yeah, exactly that, Nicky. He was very clever at how he answered that question, but in a way that turned it into a positive, which is a really tricky thing to do, because that's what people don't think about these podcast things. You get asked a question. I found this just from doing like bits and pieces, just from like streaming and things. Like you get asked questions and you can't just not answer. You have to talk. And sometimes you're like, very difficult to articulate what you're trying to say without, and you can say things that you don't really mean because you have to give an answer. He was really good at doing that, I think. No cap, I'm unreal. Friend, how have you come on and got a 7, by the way? You've played like 6 minutes and come on and got a 7 out of 10. How have you done that, Ollie? Is that your debut, by the way? I don't think you've ever played, have you? I think that is your debut for the club. So you've made it. But yeah, no, he was good. He was really good. I don't know if this is anybody else's. Did anybody listen to the Stephen Bartlett happy hour episode? Think about the early goal killing the game for them was a bit weird. Yeah, I think that's just the wider opinion. We'll come back to what I was just saying. I think that's the wider opinion about that Champions League final. It's not like they were ever going to win that final. Liverpool were really good. Liverpool were favourites. It's not like they were going to win if they didn't concede early in that Spurs. Maybe it would have been a better game, but like, it didn't really kill them, did it? They could still have. They had 87 minutes to go and do it. Anyway, yeah, I listened to I've watched a bit of Dragon's Den since Stephen Bartlett's gone on it. I had a preconceived idea of what I thought of him, because I don't really like him too much on Dragon's Den. I also really didn't like the See, Ollie, that's where we disagree. But since I've listened to him, I've changed my mind on him anyway. I didn't like him, probably didn't like him on Dragon's Den, because I didn't like the way that he handled the whole Molly May thing. I don't know if you saw, but like, you know, with the Molly May thing where she was just said some very outlandish things, which also probably weren't as bad as people made them out to be, but also they were pretty like, you're an idiot sort of thing. You knew of him from doing... okay, so you've known him from other places anyway. Maybe that's different, right? When Molly May came out and said that, he did like a classic like marketing deflection technique, which I just thought was really transparent. And he basically came and said, people are only saying about Molly May because she's a woman. And you're going at her because she's a woman. And then women everywhere came back and saying, no, we're not. We're coming back because it's classism and all these other good points that were exactly right. And I don't think people were going at Molly May because she was a woman in that particular instance, although obviously that would be wrong if it was the case, but I don't think it was. And I think what Steve Butler was doing there was like deflecting from the actual point, which was, I don't want people to be slating this person who I had on my podcast. I've seen an advert on him doing a pod with himself, though. What? Anyway, he does seem a bit off, though, right? Exactly. And I had that idea. I was like, oh. But he's like a marketing guru. Like, this is what he does. He does social media. So he obviously knew what he was doing when he was like, let's deflect. Let's move things on. Let's try and, like, push the attention away from this. And then... which I didn't like that about him. So then I saw him on Dragon's Den, and I saw the way he's, like, being, like, really, like, quite bullish on it. And talking... like, obviously came in and he's got this whole thing like, I'm the youngest this, I'm this. And then I didn't really like it too much. And I was like, I don't want to listen to this. I don't like him. I don't want to sit through like an hour and a half of like somebody I don't even like. How did he make his money? So he started basically through turning content creators into influencers and advertising through content creators. He's like one of the first people. He created something called Social Chain, which was managing creators to pay them to do like sponsored tweets and advertising, paying people on the internet to advertise things. Made a big company called Social Chain, and then I think he sold it. And now, anyway, he made all his money through that way anyway. Tuchel is weird, yeah. And Deborah Meaden was really good on Happy Hour, really good. The Matt Hancock podcast was actually really good. Actually humanises Matt Hancock a bit. Still a bell end though. Well, that was interesting because they asked Steve Bartlett about the Matt Hancock podcast. They were like, do you like him, sort of thing. Jack asked him, he's like, what's he like? And he didn't say he didn't like him, but he obviously didn't like him still afterwards, which I thought was interesting. But anyway, yeah, on that podcast, I was like, do you know what? I can sort of see why he does things. He does seem a little bit off, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. Can't take anyone who calls themselves an influencer seriously. No, that's kind of true. So, you know, I can see why you'd say that as an influencer myself there, Otto.
Okay.
That's a joke, by the way. I am the glob. I don't think you can take anybody seriously whose next sentence that comes out of their mouth is, I am the glob. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Gerwin Price on the podcast was good too. It was good. Again, somebody that I didn't like before, but I had you were probably different, Nikki, from the Wales point of view, but just from like the stage presence that Price has and everything and giving it the big one, I was like, oh, and he's just like a rugby lad. But do you know what? I liked him after that podcast. I think podcasts are a very powerful tool for like public opinion. If you want people to like you, that longer form like type content, I guess streaming's this as well. Like you get to see what a person's actually like in that amount of time if you have that amount of conversation with them. So I think if you are like at a certain, I think doing podcasts is a very good thing for the brand, which is a very Stephen Bartlett thing to say. Everyone listens to podcasts these days. Let's do a little round in the chat. What's the podcast you listen to the most? Go. Let's see. Let's learn some new podcasts together. By the way, there is a channel, I think, in the Discord, which is podcast. Well, there used to be anyway, which was chatting about which podcast we listen to. 20 Good Minutes. That's a great one. Football Ramble. I need to listen to more pods, but busy with work, so I've missed a few. Yeah, it's good to have loads to catch up on, though. Because I'm very often like, I've run out of podcasts to listen to. Under the Kosh. Cultaholic, the wrestling one yet. Price is no Ted Hankey. I don't know that one. You find podcast boring? Oh, good to see Dilogy. That's fine, mate. That's fine. Because that's an opinion. And you're allowed those. Space Rocket History. Have a Word. The Yard. Happy Hour. True Geordie. Matando Robos Gigantes. I don't know what that is. I'm going to pick this team, by the way. We're playing Union Berlin in the Berlin Derby. Where is... Are we missing... Where's Anthony? He's a bit tired, I see. Jaffin. Love Jaffin me. Jaffney. Training Gangroo is good, yeah. Probably abroad in Japan pod? Have you heard Matthew Walker on any podcast? I don't think so, Robbie, no. Don't think so. Right. Frenchino Jr.'s made the bench by the quick pick. I don't want him to be on the bench, I'm afraid. Sorry. I didn't rest the team, did I? Which is why we've now got a random team picked. I'm going to start the main lads, though, I think. Even though they're a bit tired, and just sub them. Jaffney, yeah, that made me laugh, that did. Never knew you were at Alcott Smart. By the way, when I said Jaffney then, that was because I've watched that pod. Like, I'd listened to that pod and I was referencing that. I wasn't actually Alcott's mum there. I can now see why you would have thought that I've actually just called that seriously, but no. Did someone say Jaffney before? Did I just say Jaffney? I think I just said it, didn't I? Have I missed anybody from this squad? I don't think so. We're away. Should we go with the same system or not? Where are Union Berlin supposed to finish? Second bottom. I think we do it. I know, don't worry. I know you do, yeah. Good. I forgot it was a podcast too. I just watched them. Trash Taste if you want the other. Oh, okay. I've never watched those. Right, here we go. Union Berlin. Probably the last game of the stream, everybody. Thanks for hanging out today. Let's see if we can go and get one more win. As we have actually, I've just realised we've got to 1 o'clock. Could go on forever. I couldn't go on forever. That's not true. Oh, the teams will be out soon, right? For the 2 o'clock kickoffs. Well, when I say 2, in a minute. There's podcasts I can only watch. It's not the same just listening. I get that. I think Jaffin would be a definite watch rather than a listen. I think you need it for like Flav, to be honest. Like when he's showing chickens and that, you know. So 12 hour today. Not today. No, not today. Trash Taste is a 3 anime YouTubers not talking about anime. It's 3. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I quite like that, you know. I like here's this person that you like for doing a specific thing. And I like them whilst they do that. But they're just talking about the whole world. I guess like FM, like our streams are very much that anyway, aren't they? That like we talk a lot about FM, but we also talk a lot about everything else. It's the one show for us. But I quite like that. I like watching creators do that. The Yards watch as is have a word. There you go. I prefer watching to listen. Not for everything though. For some, I think listening's fine. Like I would happily, like I know that now they've gone to Spotify anyway. Angelo scores, get in. But like Happy Hour works perfectly as audio only. Do you remember they did the December, like they did the Christmas special where you could watch it? Did anyone see that? I watched it. I was like, I don't need to be watching this. I could just listen to this. It's like exactly the same. Under the Kosh is a watch for you as well. I mean, I do that thing that people do. The one they deleted. I think it was the one they deleted. Yeah. You saw Adam Rowe, did you? That's cool. Was he good? Oh, you just saw him. It wasn't a show. I see. I just can't listen to a podcast without video. That's interesting. Just a fan of a podcast that just feel like a trip down to the pub with some friends. Yes, exactly, Bay. Exactly. I'd like to do some like chat still. I know we have the modcast. I'd like to do more modcasts where we just chat about... I feel like it's easier to just chat about football for a bit. So if anyone wants to come and do modcasts with us, let's do it. Let's just chat football for a bit. I want to do more. It's just because at the moment we want to do like the modcast, but it's difficult to get everybody at the same time. But I'd like to do more. I wish Have a Word wasn't 3 hours long, otherwise I'd watch it every week. Yeah. I run out of podcasts though. I've got like my tier list. I'm like, if that's out, I listen to that first, then I go through all of them. Like I like Off Menu with like James Acaster and Ed Gamble. Like, I just like it because there's just so funny sometimes. It's just fun. Like, so I don't know. It doesn't make you think at all, does it? We scored again, by the way. Angelo's got 2. Belly Flop, thank you for the follow. Captain Derpy, thank you for the follow as well, for Christ's sake. Have a Word Patreon eps are good as about 90 minutes. Okay, that works. Angelo's scoring goals this year, by the way. He's got 2 in this game. He's our top goal scorer. The lad's 19. He's doing it. I'm glad that we're 2-0 up as well. This is nice. Yeah, exactly, Ollie. I listen in my commutes. Exactly. On my commutes, I should say. Which is... it's actually quite... that's why I don't mind the commute these days. I remember back in the day, like, if you couldn't sit on your phone and do things, it'd be so boring. But, like, nowadays, listen to a podcast for a bit. It's what I sometimes I'm at home and I listen to a podcast, so... Yeah, no, it's all right. Angelo, hat-trick! Angelo, 32-minute hat-trick. I think we should samba for this. Come on! Yes! He's got a hat-trick. I love this. Do you have the issue of a podcast being too funny when commuting to hold in laughter? Yeah. It's ridiculous. And then when you know that you're trying to hold in laughter... You know how ridiculous it looks to other people looking at you, so you do it more. That happens quite often. He is fanatics. He has stepped up, yeah. He hasn't got 77 goals, Lanian, no. But he has got 7 goals, maybe. I think it's still like, what, 5th game of the season? But no, he's good. Oh, it's David Kovnaski, everybody. Give it up to a Schalke legend down that left-hand side, David Kovnaski. We love him. Yeah. Nothing a good old nasal exhale. Exactly. Tellers has given away a penalty, though, which is annoying. I've never had a pair of Beats before, Arthur. But I maybe agree. I've never had them, though. I wouldn't buy them. Right. Kovnaski's got the pen now. Oh, saved by Neto. That's a shame, David. Or David. As long as they don't score now. Mittelstadt used to play for Hertha as well. Oh, hello. Near the end of the street. Lenny, what have you knocked off there, man? Oh, bloody hell. Come here. Just knocked my speaker off as well. Lenny.
Follow me. Okay.
Frenchino Jr. holds that, probably. Lenny did try to come up. Then he knocked the speaker off, and now he's ran away because the speaker fell off. So, sorry. You nearly got some Lenny time. I'll get him now. Come here. One second. Causing carnage. He definitely thinks it's lunchtime. There you go. Lenny. Say hi to everybody. I think he wants his lunch. That's why he's like eating. He's also got a bit of a snotty nose. That's like, listen to his breathing. Right. It's nearly lunchtime, isn't it? We'll just finish this game and then we'll finish the stream. Come on then. Let's go. Put that back on. Right. Let's finish this game. What's the actual Sky game for the... Oh yeah, who's on TV for this 2 o'clock kickoffs? Is there... Nearly 2... Yeah, exactly. We're going to go and watch the 2 o'clock kickoffs. We're 3-0 up at half-time here with the Angelo hat-trick. I love it. As if we get another couple here, this will be a great performance. Against our rivals as well. Oh, it's bouncing down. Ramos nearly had the chance. What's everyone up to for the rest of the days then? Oh, Bayern are losing. Marcos Paulo scored again. He scored a load. Chelsea changing the lineup pick to not show off the 3. Ooh, are they not wearing it today? That is the most boring lineup picture as well, by the way. That's the most boring lineup picture, isn't it? We've got another corner. Gabriel. It's over. Let's do some subs. Chelsea Newcastle. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. You playing FM all day? Nice FM player. Dortmund are... Oh, no, Dortmund are winning. I just saw. We've got this tired team. I should do 3 subs. Let's do Danilo on because we're 3-0 up. Let's do Anthony's tired. So Bocao up front. Let's get Cesar on at the back then for Gabriel. Not done picks with a blank top, no. Are they actually wearing blank tops today then? I'm interested. That is going to be a real interesting... If that's the first game where they're like, where there's no advertising and all this stuff, and it's against... It's good. It's against Newcastle. There's a real like contrast there, don't you think? With the way Newcastle are just getting all this money and Chelsea being stripped of it all. It's quite a poignant moment. Premier League years would do a great build up to that game, wouldn't they? I feel like that could be a good tweet. Let me think about it. Surely the government can force the sale through quicker. I think the government will give dispensation to let the sale go through, to be fair. I think they will. Away by Tellez. Yeah, James. Especially with the news about Saudi today. Exactly. It's a very... It's poignant is maybe the word, isn't it? Right, we're going to win this game 3-0 to finish off for today. It does mean that at the end of today, we are top of the league because Bayern Munich have lost 2-0 to Leverkusen, who I now feel a little bit better about drawing to because they are obviously not that bad. Dortmund did win. They won 3-1, but we've won 3-0 away from home. This is nice. A nice smiley picture of playing the match. Play of the month, Joel Matip, then a hard cut to BBC breaking news. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Broher on the bench. That's annoying. They've got a double game week, have they? I can't remember. Anyway, though, chat, I think we will finish it up there today. Who is live for us to go and jump across to? Shall we go? I'm looking. Let me refresh Twitch. FM Girl is live. Should we go there? Oh, my word. That was loud. Let's go to FM Girl, FM_girl for the end of this. I'm going to go and press save. I'm going to go and chill out. I'm going to do some video stuff. Thank you very much for watching though, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's always a pleasure. I feel like today was a really fun, chilled vibe of a stream. It kind of flew by. It went past very quickly. So thank you very nice. Thank you very nice. I've read there because you said that, Nikki. Thank you very much for hanging out, everyone. If you've not checked out the YouTube, I urge you to check out the YouTube. even just go and drop a subscription over there. We are
Okay.
nearly at 15k. So the link is in the chat there if you want to go check that out. There'll be some videos this next week. 3 of them at least is the plan. So going to be busy. Sunday are the chill vibe streams. They are, aren't they? Thank you for watching, everybody, though. Let's raid across to FM Girl. Show some support. Drop a... I think that's worked. Go and drop a follow over there. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.